What is going on, Foodie Gang? What is going on? Welcome back to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Time for tea at 9:07. Good eats. We is gonna get into the tea today. Got my tea right here. Y'all can't even see it because of the background. Got my tea right here. We're gonna be sipping on some black tea today. And hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. Keep the stove on by sending a super chat, Venmo, PayPal, or you can just hit the like button. Join my food group on Facebook, Foodie Gang fan page, and follow me on all my social media platforms. And we got G Honda in the building. G Honda, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, y'all, I got a late start today, and I actually woke up late today. So we were gonna start 30 minutes ago, well, 52 minutes ago, but your girl was running late today. I woke up late. I was knocked out after yesterday. Yesterday, I had my family over, and we did it was like a potluck Sunday dinner where everybody brought something, and I wasn't even planning on going live. But they showed up and was like, "Is we going live?" I was like, "Okay." So we had to get the live booted up. We was up talking, chilling, and laughing. Make sure you check out that live stream. G Honda was in the building for that live stream. And G Honda, to your benefit, I don't believe there was onions anywhere in that meal, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But if you guys are on YouTube, check out G Honda's YouTube channel. I saw you were live, but I was in a rush. I was in a rush. Let me drop that link for last night's live stream with the family. Y'all, my uncle is so funny. Next Sunday, we plan on doing the same type of like potluck style dinner. And I kind of liked it because it's kind of fun seeing like what everybody else is gonna bring and gonna cook. Cause y'all already know I can cook. Okay. I've cooked so many meals on this channel. So many meals. So y'all know I can cook. And y'all know how I get down in the kitchen. So it's nice to show you guys my family cooking. Because like I said, I grew up cooking. Everyone in my family knows how to cook. That's why I had no idea. I got my tea right here. Let me make my tea real quick. I had no idea that y'all didn't know how to cook. And some people don't know how to cook. So that's what we do on 907 Goodies. We teach people how to cook, and then sometimes we get into the drama. Today, we gonna get into the drama. But even if we get into the drama, we gonna do it in a respectable way. And shout out to Lady Navo just coming through the building. She said foodie gang gang gang. Or morning foodie gang gang gang. Okay, so I got my tea here. Today, and this is season 3, episode 178. So we have had 3 seasons and we've had 178 episodes just in this season. So if you're missing out, we need you to catch up so you know exactly who we talking about and what is going on, what is going on. And Lady said, my family cooks too. You know what, Lady? I thought everybody's family cooked. I thought I was just so used to it. But after I started posting my content on Facebook, join my Facebook group, Foodie Gang fan page, I started to realize that not everyone knows how to cook. And a lot of people need help with simple stuff like making rice, making gravy, just simple stuff like how to cook turkey on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So everybody don't cook. And then, lady, what is a short that you want to add? Let me see if I can. Can you send it up to me on Instagram? Like send the link to me on Instagram if it's a short that you wanted me to play, and then I'll look at it and I'll make sure there's no music or any issues with it, and then we gonna get into it. Okay, but today on this episode of Tea Time, we're gonna talk about Angie Stone's funeral recap. And her funeral was on Friday. On Friday, we were here and we reported on Angie Stone. I told you guys that her funeral was, or one of them, was going down at the same time we were here on Friday. So we're here on Monday with the recap. We're going to talk about Tyler Perry Shades industry or Shades the industry and Keke Wyatt husband tells all. And also the reason why we are talking about Keke is because she was on at Angie Stone's funeral breaking it down. She sung, okay? She sang. So that prompted us to kind of like that brought her back to the forefront. And then we started talking about it, and I figured out about the husband, the cousin, the past. It's a lot. So I got some videos here, and yeah, we're gonna get into the content. But before we get into the content, I'm gonna read y'all the disclaimer so that I don't get in trouble. And that is so true, lady. And I kind of, when I grew up, my family cooked. So I didn't really realize that some families don't cook. But I've later on in life, when I went to like culinary school and I started working in the industry and I was in the kitchen, that's where I would hear the most stories. And like some people's moms can't cook, some people's dads can't cook. And it's just like, wow, like my mom cooked, my dad cooked, everybody cooked in my family. Lady said, no, they don't all know how to cook. Every fam, some can't boil water. Okay, and then lady, I saw that you dropped that link. Hold on, let me go over to YouTube, and from YouTube I can click on the link, and we'll see what it says. But let me show y'all what time it is. Okay, let me play this little video for y'all real quick, so y'all know what time it is. We know we about to talk about some people. Let me find it. Let me find. Here we go.
Please hold for a very important message.
Okay, I clicked on the link that lady sent me. Lady sent me some mess. um, okay. So from StreamYard, I cannot click on links, but I went over to YouTube and I clicked on the link. And lady, that is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna read the disclaimer for y'all before we get into any of the content. And I think that we are gonna play Lady's video to get us kind of warmed up and get us laughing before we get into the funeral recap, some of the shocking moments. There's a little bit of drama. I have one woman who's gonna tell us behind the scenes. Okay, so here we go with the disclaimer. Welcome to 907 Goodies Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Please note that the information provided on our channel, including commentary and discussions, is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Comments and opinions expressed are those of the individuals and not those of 907 Good Eats. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we cannot guarantee its completeness, reliability, or accuracy. The use of the information provided on this channel is strictly at your own risk. We do not claim ownership of any third-party content featured on our channel. All third-party content is the intellectual property of the respective owners, and we respect their rights. Viewer discretion is advised for all content. So there y'all have it. It is not our fault. It is not our fault. Okay, let me pull up this video. Let me pull up this video, lady. What you be watching on YouTube? Okay, let me thank you so much, lady, for hitting us with that fair use, fair use. You know, because when you start talking about people, they get mad. But it's hard to not talk about some of the things that we see out here that are just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And yes, lady is absolutely correct. Before we get serious, we're going to have a little laugh because the content that we are going to discuss today, it is serious. Okay. Let me get this pulled up, make myself really, really small. I love when you guys send me stuff because it's like there is no way possible for me to catch everything. And so I need the foodie gang out here, you know, pulling up these stories too. Hey Cheese World, how are you doing? And you know what, lady? I haven't even watched the whole video yet, but just the title alone was funny. Can you and then lady said do the one before this one. Okay. All right, lady. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me go pull up my Instagram and look at which one you're talking about. Okay, is it the one with Mr. Walker? Okay. All right, let me get that one put up. Let me see. Okay, I've never played a video off of Instagram before, but we're gonna give this a try and we're gonna see what it's hitting like. Okay, that could be the intro entire time. Okay, so lady, you want me to play the one with Mr. Walker first, correct? Okay, so then I'm gonna stop this screen share and I'm gonna pull up the other one. Okay, we're gonna see how this goes with Instagram. I never played anything off of Instagram before, just because Instagram be so finicky. So, can y'all see that all right? I'm trying to see if I can make it bigger. Um, let's get the fair use up here. All right, here we go.
Rest in peace to this brother, and my condolences go out to the family. But I want to do this video just in case of my demise. I just want my family to know, please cremate me. I don't want to be at my funeral spinning around like I'm a hot dog at the gas station. I don't want to. I don't want to look like one of them chickens at Publix. Just lay me to rest. I don't need to sit up and
Okay, so this is very weird. The guy is spinning around top of the casket. I don't know if there's somebody in there. I don't know what is going on, lady. What you be watching on your Instagram?
my funeral. And people is probably waiting, and I mean, probably in the future have somewhere he could get
Is
up
this
and do a
is this the man that passed away? This is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, this lady, go ahead and lay me to rest. I don't want y'all doing this to
little
me.
dance. I was expecting him to do that, do the Michael Jackson Thriller dance, and everybody run up out of there. But this is too much. I mean, y'all just got him on the platter, and what do you do after this? After that thing stops turning?
So this is the guy that apparently is deceased. He's on top, spinning around. Very, very. I've never seen this before. Lady said, they took the funeral too for yes, and you know these black people.
Turning. I mean, I would really want to know the price list for this funeral to put somebody on a display, like in a display case, where they turn around and around in a circle, and like what is the purpose of this? I don't understand it, but to each his own. Everybody has their way of grieving, and if this
I will say this. I would not like my funeral to be like that. And family, if you're listening, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Put me inside the casket. I just want a regular funeral. You don't gotta do the most, you know what I'm saying? He was dressed down, but that was very weird. And I feel low-key disrespectful. What if I don't know, it's just weird. Like they had him spinning like he was a piece of food or something. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, let me pull up the other video that lady sent us. Okay, she literally spent the rent money I gave her on a wig. Y'all know how these men feel about these wigs. What? That's crazy. And you know, it is very expensive to bury somebody like just in a regular fashion. So I can imagine how much money they spent to do that. Just put me this. I want to have a regular funeral. I don't need y'all to do nothing extra. Um, just put me. I want to have a regular funeral. I don't want to do nothing extra, nothing special. Regular funeral. Okay, it's kind of small, but can y'all see it? I can't. I don't know if I don't how to make it bigger. I'm not sure. So we're gonna play it. She literally spent the rent money I gave her on a wig.
I mean, what the hell you spend $1,300 on?
A wig.
So I just gave you $1,300 for the rent. Like, what do you mean? You spent $1,300 on the rent and the wig?
No, I just bought the wig with the money that you gave me. Is it that serious?
You got to be joking right now.
No, you got more money. You can pay the rent again.
$1,300 on a wig is exactly why I have dreads and I do my own hair. I am not spending that much money on a hat. I'm not. I'm not spending $1,300 on a wig. And then what gets me is that like people be spending all these money on the wigs and then underneath they ain't got no edges. They ain't got no hair. Why don't you spend that money on your real hair and make your real hair grow? But you're spending that much money to put it on top of your head while your hair is jacked up. I don't know, y'all. Wigs are not for me. I even when I did not have dreads, I didn't like wigs. I would do braids and like cornrows, but I was never a wig person.
It's not that serious.
I got more money. I can pay the rent again.
Fat Cat, please don't act like you don't have the money.
You got to be kidding me right now.
No, I'm serious. I told you last month I needed a new wig, and you said I could get one.
Yeah, but why you ain't just say, babe, I'm going to spend this $13 on the rent. I mean, on the wig, but I'm going to need another $13. Why didn't you just say that instead of doing it? Like, you don't know what I got going on.
Well, you could just pay it again.
I mean, what the hell you spend $1,300 on?
A wig.
So I just gave you $1,300.
Yeah, I don't like her attitude and the way she said like, "Oh, I just bought a wig for $1,300 like it was no big deal." Honestly, I'm not even gonna be with somebody like that. because you clearly don't care about finances and you got so much money that you don't need mine. And if you end up with people like this, you're headed for debt. You know that your bills are not going to be paid. You're not going to have everything you need. And the way she said it was just so disrespectful. Like, even if I had money, that doesn't mean that I want you to go waste my money and not be all the way honest on stupid stuff. Like, yeah, I have money, but I ain't gonna have no money dealing with you. But lady is absolutely right. But I'll say this. When you first meet people and they're money hungry, it's not gonna change. That's how they really are in real life. It's not gonna change. That's how they really are. Okay, y'all. Lady, thank you so much for coming through with the laughs. Now we're about to get into it. It's time for tea. We're gonna talk about Angie Stone's funeral recap, Tyler Perry shades the industry, Keke Wyatt husband tells all. And when I say he told everything, he told everything. He ain't leave nothing out. He ain't leave nothing out. Okay. And y'all know what to do. Hit the like button, support the show, support the show. Let me get that pulled up. The first videos that we're going to talk about is going to be some of the recaps from Angie Stone's funeral. She had 2 services. Y'all hear it? Okay, so this was the Angie Stone's funeral procession. No, I'm not saying it right. I'm not sure which funeral this was for, but she did have 2, and I believe that both of them were open to the public, or at least I know for sure the South Carolina funeral was open to the public. And lady, we're gonna hear a little bit of singing, but not a ton. Just because some of the songs that they did sing were like really big songs. So I'm like a little bit concerned about the copyright claims. Okay. Maybe I think the Atlanta one may have been private, but the South Carolina one was open to the public for sure. And they had a line that was wrapped around the building. Now, the Atlanta funeral, it seems like that one had a lot of the big names there. So maybe that one was private. Yes, I was listening to a little bit of Shirley, Pastor Shirley. She's like 87. Girl, she was singing. She was singing. Okay, so ladies said both had big names as far as the funerals. I know the Atlanta one for sure is the one where Tyler Perry was at, Keke Wyatt, Tamla Man. But you're gonna notice a difference in the scenery, which it can kind of tell you which funeral we're looking at. And lady said, "Man, I cried. I felt that and threw my hands up. She had a closed casket." Lady, I don't know about the closed casket because there was two videos that I watched where they explained how Angie Stone looked in the casket. So some people said it was open casket. I did hear closed casket too, but two of the videos I watched with the ladies, they were actually talking about how she looked in the casket, and they said that she looked beautiful. Her hair was done, her nails was done.
People wouldn't understand our dynamic is complex. But to know us.
So this is the daughter that we're gonna hear from, and lady, you brought up a good point that I was thinking about too. I just assumed that Angie Stone had a closed casket, but they said that she looked beautiful in the casket, and lady said how she looked unrecognizable. And this is one of the things that okay, it's up all the way. Let me know if y'all can hear it though. When you remember when we reviewed the lady in the truck or in the car that said that she helped Angie Stone and she was hit by a semi. If Angie Stone was hit by a semi, how would they have an open casket? So that kind of makes me think, I don't know, this whole story is weird, but let's hear it. I turned it up all the way.
Love us. And if you mess with one, you got to deal with all of us. And we crazy a little bit. Well, Ma, you brought us all together. You brought so many people together. I learned so much about you this week that I wish I would have known sooner. But I promise I'm going to keep this legacy rolling. I promise you I'm going to make you proud. So sleep well, my black beauty. I'm going to miss you, baby. And P.S. What's understood will not be explained.
Okay, I don't know what that part means, but this is a video where the woman was talking about how she may have helped Angie Stone out of the car. There was also another video, Time for Tea, that we talked about. The daughter actually spoke out. She posted her Cash App online, and a lot of people felt some type of way about it. They felt it was shady. But y'all remember in that video, Angie Stone's daughter didn't have her wig on. Today, she put her wig on and did her edges, and she looks totally different. And that's why you gotta see people in their natural state, because the way she looked here versus this video, totally different. So this was a video where we talked about Angie Stone's, I showed you guys Angie Stone's daughter's response to the critics. She looked totally different. Ooh, and I did hear about some of the drama that went on between Angie Stone and her daughter. Um, Lady said, glad she and her mom worked out their drama from 10 years ago when she knocked her teeth out, because she would have really took this way worse. This way, you have to work it out before it's too late. And I actually know somebody who, when their mother passed away, they were not on good terms. And I say that to say that life is too short. If you are beefing with a sibling or parent, make up, because you never know when it's somebody's time. And you never want that to be on your conscience. Like, that's a lot to deal with. I know, lady, but you know these people on the internet, especially on TikTok, they always got something to say. Always.
It's a day I never wanted to see, but you know, the overwhelming love and memories and laughs, and you know, my mama left behind a village, man. I appreciate all the reaching out, just everything, man.
So now we are hearing from the son at the funeral. And this is the Atlanta service.
You know, living with my mom and being with her and going on tour, and you still don't really grasp like what she is or who she is or what she mean to people. Like she, you know, like people loved her music, but now I'm, you know, in our passing, I'm seeing she was like more of a spirit. She was like an angel. She was like a tree. She planted roots in the ground. And, man, my mama, that's my dog. That's more than my mama. That's like my best friend. Like, man, she would come to the studio with me, like, and she still had that fire, man. Like, she never lost it. Like, I made a song called Miss Angie's Son. I wrote it like for her to sing the hook, and you know, I did the hook, and she's like, nah. She's like, nah, son, you can go ahead and do it. But we went in the studio. She came in the studio with me, like bombarded my session, like just took it over. You know, she brought her old piano player in. She brought a horn player in, and she just changed the whole record. Like,
That is so sweet that he has such great memories of of his mom. And I always say, you know, take as many pictures as you can, as many videos as you can, because that's what's gonna be left when that person, you know, passes on. That's what you're gonna have. Is you're gonna have those memories to go off of. So let's see what else you gotta say.
but it was amazing, man. It's like, and she told me just sit down, like, just go over there. But man, 2 weeks ago, man, she called me in her room 3 in the morning. She writing a rap song, like to a Ghostface Killer beat, like, swear to God. She just was a showman, man. You know, the show always had to go on, man. You know, my mom had a condition with her legs. She couldn't walk for like 6 months, and you know, we was in she had to go to rehab, and you know, she had.
So remember, we touched on this subject briefly, where she had a blood infection or she was stuck with a bad needle. I wonder if that situation has something to do with what he is discussing.
Had a show, but she didn't want to cancel it, and you know, I'm begging her. I'm like, Mom, cancel the show. Like, it's like, Mike, I'm not canceling no damn show. So Ashton right there, he'll tell you. We went and got a big queen chair for her. We put her in a chair, we rolled her backstage, put her in a chair, we lifted the chair up on stage, and then lifted the chair back off the stage. And the whole time, like, man, I just hope my pants don't fall down. But
Huh? What are you talking about? What? I did not expect him to say that. Hey, Drip King, how are you doing? How are you doing? I did not expect him to say that. But you know who this reminds me of? Excuse me. This reminds me of Mariah Carey because Mariah Carey does not really walk. She gets carried around and stuff like that too. So this reminds me of Mariah Carey getting carried around in a chair.
she rocked out, man. She rocked out. She always did, man. She was a soldier. You know, she was battling with her kidney, but she ain't let that beat her, man. She kept fighting. And that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna keep fighting, man. Thank you. I love you, Mama.
So, I am just getting.
So that was the son speaking. Now we are going to get into one of the personal recap from I think this is Tamara from so I think she went to the South Carolina funeral, or she went to one of the funerals, but she's going to give us a recap of what she saw in the inside. And Drip King said, I am doing good, fam. Well, we are glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Happy Monday, y'all. Support the show, hit the like button, and let's get into it this evening.
Getting back from the field. Yeah. I'm gonna do a recap and everything, but let me get comfortable first. So now I'm comfortable, but now I need a minute because my head hurt or something. But the reason I'm doing this recap is because you couldn't have not nan phone in there. No phone, no video, no nothing. And them deacons and trustees won't play about no photography. Anybody that got a video from the Columbia, South Carolina funeral, 9 times out of 10 they got it escorted out whenever they finished it. But okay, let's get into it. We get there at 10:45. The viewing is from 12 to 2, and then the actual funeral started at 2. I don't know why it took 2 hours to view a body, but anyway, we get there at 10:45, and the line is already wrapped halfway around the church. I'm like, we should have got here at 9. They didn't open the doors to 12, but when I made that video, it was maybe about like 11:30. We stood there from 10:45 to 11:30. So by the time I made the video, the line was wrapped around the church twice. First walked in the church, they had like this big.
Okay, lady, we'll see you when you get back, girl. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Poster boards saying no food or drink in the sanctuary, which I had a turkey sandwich and a Capri Sun and some mints in my pocketbook because I knew it was going to be there all day. Those little pictures that I posted with the obituary, like the mural and the flower stuff, that was on like the outside of the church. But once you got into the sanctuary, you better put that phone up or you ain't going to be able to see nothing. So we get on the inside of the sanctuary, get ready to view the body. Of course, it's a line. We get up there, it's pink and white everywhere. We get there to view the casket. The casket, you know, is in the middle of the church. There's glass over the top of the casket. You look down, you see Miss Stone, and she looked like she sleep. And I say they had Miss Ma'am glitter down.
She saw the body, which means that it was an open casket. She said white and pink, so I think this was the South Carolina funeral because the one in Atlanta had like red roses and it was a darker theme. But she saw the body, which I thought that it would be a closed casket for sure. Just because of the way Angie Stone unfortunately suddenly passed with the car accidents. So I don't know, y'all. It's a lot of weird stuff going on here.
When you looked up glitter in the dictionary, you saw her picture. It was a glitter pantsuit, glitter heels, glitter nails, glitter jewelry. She even had on glitter lip gloss. Call me weird, but I looked at her and I said, whenever God calls me home, this is how I want to go out. Let's get into the funeral part. So, of course, you know, different family and friends and stuff is, you know, looking at her. I won't say they were hollering, but, you know, they were very upset, which I get it, because if that were Fantasia laying there, they would have had to carry me out the church. But it really ain't much to say about the service. It was, you know, Mother Caesar, of course, she sung her right on up to heaven. Hold on, backtrack. It was 2 ladies that sung, Regina, I don't know her name, and then Christina, I don't know her other name either, but
So when we say tell us what happened, this is how I want you to tell me what happened. This is how I want my recap to go. I want the details. I want to know who was there, what did it look like, how was the line outside. So she telling it all. That's what I'm
Them
talking
two
about.
ladies, they sung Miss Stone up to the gates, and Mother Caesar opened the gates and let her come on in. Them ladies, they ladies. What else?
Okay, so Miss Caesar is a pastor, and she was the one that lady was talking about, and she sung. She sung that song. Okay, so it's Pastor Shirley Caesar. She sung that, and this woman is 87. There was just some great singing at both services. Just some beautiful singing, and everyone looked so fabulous. Tamala man is out here looking good, okay? She looking good out here, okay? Hey, Way, how are you doing? How are you doing, Way? We are talking about Angie Stone's funeral. We're just recapping some of the moments. We're gonna get into how Tyler Perry shades the industry, and we want to talk about Keke Wyatt, husband tells all. But how are you doing, Way? What is going on today? But let's get back into this video.
Oh, Anthony Hamilton sung, but I feel like he was kind of burnt out because he sung at the one in Atlanta too. And what else? Oh,
Okay, so this was a South Carolina funeral that she went to, and then there was also one in Atlanta. I'm glad that she clarified.
let me say something about that daughter. That daughter, let me tell you something. If she would have walked up there with an afro, they would have had to stop the funeral. When I say just like her mama, she had a 30-inch bust down, so that's how I knew it wasn't Miss Angie. But if she had an afro, we would have had to stop the funeral because Miss Angie was there. The funeral was very nice. It was very elegant, very beautiful. The only thing I wanted Mother Caesar to do, was whenever she got up there to sing, because she sung a couple of songs, but I wanted her to sing "The Church is in Morning," And I know that's not a real song, but they did play in that movie together. And I also wanted somebody to sing.
So there was a lot of great singing, a lot of great speeches from Angie Stone's funeral recap, or Angie Stone's funeral. I'm sorry. There was just a lot of great singing. Um, they laid her to rest, in my opinion, in a very respectable manner at both services. Like they sent her home the way she deserved to be sent home.
There's a storm within, and I don't want it, But I didn't sing it. But Miss Caesar sung Angie right on up to that gate. She sure did. I felt like I was included in the family. I felt like I needed to stay for the repairs. The funeral started at 2. I left at 5. It was still going. My head started hurting. But yeah. Oh, the obituary. This is the front of the obituary. Hold on. Yeah.
It's a whole magazine. Okay, when you think obituary, you're thinking of a little like newspaper article or something like that. This is a magazine.
I'm not a good flipper, but yeah. Yeah. This is the front, and this is the back. Do this got page numbers? I don't know, but I feel like it's like a good 70 pages in here. But yeah, that's just one page.
Okay, so that was the obituary. She's telling us her personal recap of the South Carolina funeral because she was there. These are some of the treats. Y'all know this is 907 goodies. We got to get into the food. These are some of the treats at the funeral, and just look at how delicious they looked. I love the color scheme. My setup for the Legend Angie Stone. So we got some chocolate covered strawberries that are purple, and some just little desserts. And look how elegant everything looks. And those look like chocolate covered pretzel sticks. Beautiful. I love the color scheme. They did Miss Angie Stone right in the way that they put her to rest. But even with all that, we cannot forget.
I was gonna wait till they were done before.
Okay, so this is the South Carolina funeral, and my throat is kind of sore, so I'm gonna be eating some cough drops back here. Okay, this is the South Carolina funeral, and the reason I got this clip because I wanted to show you guys there was a little bit of back and forth between, I believe his name is Roger, and this was her hairstylist, is what I gathered. Now, do y'all research? Okay, so he went up there to speak at the South Carolina funeral. The pastor was not having it. Not having it. Go back a little bit.
I was gonna wait till they were done before I would talk, if that's okay.
No, let's let the people who are on program make remarks.
Well, I am.
He said no. He was not having
I'm
it.
on the program to speak.
Where?
I'm on it twice actually.
Where?
On the program.
Where?
Can I speak?
No.
Okay.
Y'all, who pastor is this? Let's go back and let's play it one time. Who pastor is this? This pastor was not having it, but some people in the comment section were saying that they understood it was totally justified because when you have a program, you have to go in order. He wanted to come up and he wanted to speak, and I don't know if later on he was able to speak, but the pastor was not having it.
I was gonna wait till they were done before I would talk, if that's okay.
No. Let's let the people who are on program make remarks.
Well, I am. I'm on the program to speak.
Where?
I'm on it twice actually.
Where?
On the program.
Where?
Can I speak?
No.
Okay.
Now y'all know with black people, there always gonna be some drama. But the way that pastor checked him, he said, "Where? Where?" He looking like, dang, he can't believe it. He in shock.
All right.
Look, he was like, I don't know if I should speak or not. Okay. Now we are gonna talk about Tyler Perry and we are gonna get into that drama. It is time for tea. So Tyler Perry was at the Atlanta service and he gave a speech. And we are also going to go into the backstory about Tyler Perry as well.
To the family, Bishop Bronner, thank you for having me here. Thank you for allowing us to do this, to put her to rest in fashion of the queen that she was. To the family, I want you to know something, especially her children. My mother died at 64, and Angie was a year younger than my mother was when she passed. But in her song, she said, in time, it gets a little better.
All right, my bad, y'all. I got a phone call. Let me turn it up and let me go back to the beginning because we need to talk about everything that you said. Tyler Perry came out here with some tea, and he came out here holding people accountable. So let me go back a little bit. You gotta turn it all the way up. We finna talk about it. Put my headphones on here, right? Make sure my hair not sticking up.
To the family, Bishop Bronner, thank you for having me here. Thank you for allowing us to do this, to put her to rest in fashion of the queen that she was. To the family, I want you to know something, especially.
Come on, Tyler, speak up. Speak up, we can't hear you.
Her children, my mother died at 64, and Angie was a year younger than my mother was when she passed. But in her song, she said, in time, it gets a little better. So my prayer for you is that time is kind to you. Everybody who came up here talking about Angie, I didn't know her like a lot of other people knew her. My experiences with her would be me going to a show or talking to her. I remember one time she was doing a show at the Civic Center, and I went to see the show, and she was telling me some things that were going on, and she's like, would you come on stage when I sing Brother? I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I'm there, and she's singing the song, just singing her heart out and her soul. Got a text from video from Taraji P. Henson. She was saying, let me tell you a story about Angie. Then I started hearing all these stories about her. Taraji said they'd just done Baby Boy. It wasn't really super famous. And she heard that Angie was at a club, and she went to see her at the club, and Angie didn't perform, but she came out, and she was like, whoa, I'm so sorry, I came to see you. And she's like, that promoter ain't have my money, so
I know that's right. You ain't got my money. I'm not performing. We had a deal and you broke it.
I want to go down the street of those promoters and record labels and people not paying folks. But anyway, Taraji said she took her in the corner and she sung a song for her in that club. That's the heart of a person. That's the soul of a person who cared about her fans, who cared about getting paid. You know, I was being interviewed by this woman once, and she was telling me, she said, Tyler, I just want to tell you, I can always tell when they're going to go left, because the interview starts, all these questions, and then it's like, you know, the black women in your movies, do you portray them? It's such negativity, and they're always going through something, and they're always, and just a black woman. I asked her, I said, you ever been through something? She's like, my life is great. I have a great husband, my kids are great.
Now we know you're lying. But a lot of people do say that about Tyler Perry, is that he's replaying the same storylines. It's always a black woman in distress. So that's what they say. What's up? What's up? What's up? Got my sister in the building. Got my sister in the building. Y'all hit the link. Come up.
Everything's wonderful. I said, God bless you that you can live a perfect life. That's wonderful. Then I turned to her and asked her, I said, how old are you? She said, 25. I said, baby, keep living. But I look at these young folks who are living these lives, and they think that it's supposed to be the way that it is on Instagram, and they're forgetting about the people who have paved the way for them to be in that situation.
Come on, Tyler. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Tyler. Tyler said he got the smoke for everybody. Everybody getting aired out today. And that's exactly what happened in his speech. That's why we're going to watch the whole thing in its entirety. Hey, Angela, how are you doing? How are you doing? We are replaying some of the recaps from Angie Stone's funeral. We are talking about how Tyler Perry shades the industry. And we're also going to talk about some of the scandals that Tyler Perry has been implicated in, but it's all alleged. And we're going to talk about Keke. And not my sister Keke, but the other Keke. But Tyler Perry, talk about it. These people is out here living in La La Land.
They're forgetting about the women like Angie Stone, who's been in the business all of these years. You're going to forget about what she did, all of the people that she put on and helped. So you got to go through something to write a song like $20. Because in it she says, what you know about being poor. She don't say poor, she says poor. What you know about having to borrow from the neighbor next door. These are her words. What you know about bumming rides. What you know about having to swallow your pride. And this is the part of the song that got to me when she said, what do you do when you're through? When you're always helping people and nobody is there for you. Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated.
So I'm talking about Tyler Perry as you should be. And you know what? We are thankful for his voice giving light to this situation and saying, hey, I know we're putting her to rest, but there are still some injustices that she did face while she was here that we have to talk about. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm a little worried for Tyler. Just because we know the powers that be, they don't like people speaking against. But Tyler Perry is in a different situation because of who he is. And Lomax, how are you doing? How are you doing? How is it going? He said, how is it going today? Going good. And y'all see Tyler Perry came on real quiet at first. But when he started talking about the money, he started getting loud with it.
I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think and how to feel. So I don't see everything. But to think that this woman was in the business for all of these years, and there's a difference between performing because you want to and performing because you have to. All of those years, all of those songs, all of that money that was owed to her, where is it?
Okay, Tyler, talk about it. And we talked about it before on this channel when I first came out with the Angie Stone story. I'm gonna get that link pulled up. Angie Stone said herself, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago, but I'm still having to work and I have to go on tour. Yes, I'm not on tour because I want to go on tour. I'm on tour because I have to be on tour. And he said, where is the money? If you look at some of Angie Stone's videos on YouTube, millions and millions of views. How could she not have enough money to retire? She was 63 when she passed, still going on tour because she had to. And you guys heard her daughter who dropped her GoFundMe, which a lot of people think it was kind of sketchy. But some people think she needed money.
It's wrong. It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to reap. But you got to be careful when you start mistreating people, especially children of God, because the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And I'm going to tell you something. This woman was a prophet. She prophesied and preached her own eulogy. What am I talking about? In her song, No More Rain in This Cloud, she says, my sunshine has come. And I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in this cloud. And many of you may not know this, but I'm a pilot. And when you are a pilot, the first thing you study is the weather. And I learned about clouds, and what a cloud is particles, air and particles. And when the rain gets in that cloud and the particles get too heavy, it becomes to rain. It drops to the ground. It falls. It is just like our souls. We hold so much in. We hold so much pain. We hold so much that it has to come out of our eyes as tears. But the beauty of what she was talking about is when a cloud has no more tears, it dissipates. It's gone. But if you listen to that song again, there's a part that I want you.
Okay, Tyler's up here talking. Okay, you got the preach on. Okay, this is the first story that we dropped about Angie Stone. In this video, she was talking about how the record labels allegedly stole her money and how she has been being done wrong and all of the stuff. This was the introduction to the story. We have been covering it here on 907 at Time for Tea and all the twists and the turns and all the different aspects of the story. But I'm glad Tyler Perry got up here and said what he said, because yes, it is time to put Angie Stone to rest in a respectful manner, but we also need to talk about what was going on in her life.
She really, really listened to. She said, what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. The things you do come back to you. And then she said, y'all believe that? She was preaching, y'all. I can take you to the word where in Galatians it says, be not deceived. God is not mocked. That a man soweth, he shall also reap. This woman sowed good things to people. She sowed kindness to people. She sowed joy to people. She sowed love and her voice to people. So if you are like her and like me, who get tired of helping people and watch them dog you out, if you are like her and like me, I'm going to tell you this. Don't stop doing good. Don't stop being kind. Be not weary in your well-doing, for in due season you will reap a harvest of blessings.
Amen, amen. And one of the things that people are doing are signing with these labels, these record deals that really don't care about the people. They don't care about paying people right. And you've seen a lot of people getting done wrong in these deals. Okay, I just hit the wrong button. Let's go back.
God bless you, family. God bless you, Angie. So if you are like her and like me, who get tired of helping people and watch them dog you out, if you are like her and like me, I'm going to tell you this. Don't stop doing good. Don't stop being kind. Be not weary in your well-doing, for in due season you will reap a harvest of blessings. God bless you, family. God bless you, Angie. My heart.
Okay, we got my sister up here. Keke, what's going on? What's going on? The other Keke, not the one we're going to talk about today.
I was about to say we got to get into that because I came here just for that one. But
okay,
give me a minute to get on.
Did you hear Tyler Perry's speech?
No,
Did you
I didn't
hear Tyler?
I didn't hear the whole thing. I had to get off. I was having some trouble.
You was having some trouble, but go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us what you do, who you are. For the people that don't know, Keke.
My camera friend. No, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. How did you know anything about the Angie song? How do you feel about Tyler Perry? You had anything to say about that?
No, I don't. I was trying to hurry up and hop back on here so I can actually hear it, but I don't know what. I don't even know what happened.
Okay, so Angie Stone died unexpectedly before she passed away. She was airing out her label for stealing her royalties. And she was 63 at the time that she passed. The way she passed was very sketchy. She was coming home from tour, and then the van that she was in somehow lost control, flipped over, and then
Somebody cut
allegedly
the
was hit
brakes.
by
Somebody cut
and
the
then was
brakes.
alleged. You think somebody cut the brake? And then was allegedly hit by a semi. But people are
Hold up.
feeling like
Wait. She ended up outside the car or the car got hit. Say that
no,
again?
the story that they said was that the van was allegedly hit by a semi. Right? But everyone on board lived, and she passed. She was the only one that passed. So then I played this video of this other lady who's saying that she helped Angie Stone out of the car. And then she just felt something like go over her body really fast, and she feels like Angie Stone was hit by a semi. So there's just been a lot of back and forth about the story, the timing of her passing, and all that stuff. They had 2 funeral services. Tyler Perry spoke at one and was like, "Where's the money at? Where's all her
Yeah,
money at?"
seriously.
He was like, "Where is the money at?" Okay, Kiki, I know you be watching drama
I
sometimes.
feel kind of indifferent about, not indifferent, but for one, she definitely got killed. We all know that. Because how all you
Stay
guys
on
live,
alive. Stay on
one person,
alive.
I know she got unalive. It's not even funny, but for one,
It's not funny.
how all them people make it, but she the only one who got hit by a semi. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so do you remember hearing about Christian Keys, the one that was accusing Tyler Perry of SA?
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm
Was
gonna.
that the one that was like a year or two ago or something like that?
It was in 2023.
About 2.5 years ago.
Soul is with you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna play a little bit of that because we're gonna kind of go down that backstory. Then we're gonna get into Kiki. The reason why we're gonna talk about Christian Keys is because some people felt it was fishy that
Why
Tyler
does your
Perry was
camera
giving.
keep doing that?
Oh, because I have a background on. That's why. It's a virtual background.
Oh, yeah, I ain't got no
Um,
background. Y'all better not be trying to
some
figure
people.
out where I'm at.
Okay, we're gonna get into that backstory because some people were feeling like Tyler Perry was the wrong person to have this message, and some people felt like it needed to be said. But hey, Drip King, what's going on? What's going on? This is my sister
I'm
Kiki up
doing.
here.
Oh, that's nice. Nice to read.
I'm a little blind. I can't see.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
How are you doing today, Drip?
I'm doing good though. I'm just chilling out though. I ended
Yeah.
my fast an hour ago.
Ooh, okay. So what you about to eat?
I already had food, so basically what I ate was dal and roti. So basically I had chicken no, but it's like basically what you call it though is salad no. So it's like this kind of soup though. You put it there and you put you put chicken and it's like this kind of soup though that you put it and you warm it up and then it's kind of like that. So I had this thing called salad and roti. So basically a little bit of salad and a lot of chicken no. So I ate that. Roti or chapati, so we call that though. It's basically a
Okay,
Pakistani
okay.
dish. Basically a Pakistani dish.
Okay, that sounds good. I haven't even eaten this morning. I just had coffee and now I'm drinking some tea. Kiki, did you eat today?
No, I definitely thought about it, but I didn't make it
Okay.
I
that
know.
far yet.
Yeah, I get
I
you
know
on
the
that though.
feeling.
Okay.
Trip, did you
Um,
hear any of Tyler Perry's speech?
not really, a little bit.
He pretty much asking where is the money. Okay, so a couple years ago, Tyler Perry was allegedly involved in a scandal with this guy, Christian Keys. The next video I'm gonna play is gonna sum up that whole situation. So let's get into the
Okay.
video, y'all.
Okay, cool.
Glad that there's no more rain in your cloud.
Tyler Perry is shaking, and we might as well just say the name or keep it on the playground because Christian Keys has alluded to some sexual harassment that he endured while working with a powerful billionaire in Hollywood over the years. Well, the only one that we know that he's associated with is Tyler Perry, to our knowledge. So somebody's just got to go ahead and say it. I'm going to say allegedly, but allegedly he's shaking. Let's talk about it. In the wake of the Cassie situation with Diddy, a lot of people have come out and they've told their instances that they have endured with Hollywood's powerful people. Hollywood including the music industry. And I think that even on a lower level, people are probably coming out in their own offices and speaking up against people that have used their power in a negative way to make people do actual acts. Well, Christian Keys is no different. Christian Keys is an actor. He started out in the Tyler Perry Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Is the first time we were introduced to him as the light-skinned man with the big cross on his chest. Y'all remember? Well, he went from the plays with Tyler Perry all the way to the movies. So we've seen them grow through the years.
So when he was in the plays with Tyler Perry, he didn't have a shirt on most of the time, and he
Wow.
was the good-looking guy. Kiki, do you remember him from the plays?
I mean, you really want my real opinion about this photo?
No. Let's
Okay.
get back into the video.
Her
I
head
mean,
shouldn't
to
be in the
me,
way, bro. I can't see his whole mouth. I can't even like.
Okay. I think I have another
okay.
video that's going to show you
I
his
mean,
whole
to me,
face.
to be
Yeah,
honest, I
is
don't
there
really pay
is there
attention that
any?
much to him.
His
Don't
name
pay
is
attention
what?
to much.
What'd you say, Drip?
I said that I don't really pay too much attention on him though, like that though. To be honest, like I'm just, doing my own type of lane type of thing. So this is like the first time I'm kind of hearing this.
Yeah.
Is that the light skinned one that was always like the I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he was in his
Yeah,
video.
he was in the plays
Yep.
and he wouldn't wear a shirt and he was one of the good-looking guys. Well, when Tyler Perry
And he
moved
always
over
be
to
singing
doing
like
movies, when Tyler Perry moved over to doing movies, he went with Tyler Perry to the studios. In 2023, he accused allegedly of Tyler Perry of SA, but he wouldn't name the name. But we have not heard from him since then. A lot of people are speculating that he was paid off by somebody and then went quiet. Let me play the video.
Although research, when I did it earlier, I realized that there was a 10-year stint to where they did not work with each other, leading all the way up to a book slash movie slash show that Christian Keys had produced called All the Queen's Men. Y'all recognize this now? All the Queen's Men with Eva the Diva. Now, this was a very well-liked show. I remember hearing about this show. Y'all got to tell me whether or not it's still on. But when this show first started out, it was just an idea of Christian Keys.
Kiki, have you ever seen this show before? Because I know you be watching like reality TV a lot.
and that's exactly what I was just about to touch on. I'm glad you asked me that. Regardless of who the show was made by, they still made money because that show is actually very good. It's
Is
very,
it a
very
reality
good.
show or is it like
It's not. It's
a
it's not a reality show. It's basically, to sum it up in shorter words, it's basically a show about a male strip club, and then the owner is a drug kingpin.
Wow.
That's it.
what?
What?
Yeah,
It's a male. You said a male what club?
a male strip club.
I'm glad you're here because I did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
the show is actually really good. So it's like it kind of throws me off as far as how it's being brought up in the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly, he had the videos on YouTube. I didn't play the video because it's kind of like it's crazy. He's saying that somebody was assaulting him, essaying him while he was working on the movies. And people, well, we think that he was talking about Tyler Perry because who else was he working with?
I don't know. I think that there needs to be a little more digging into that whole scenario and stuff like that. Honestly, because 1 and 1 ain't equaling 2, bro. This don't make no sense. Stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna play some more.
And originally, he was denied by BET to have it as a show. He went back, made the revisions, brought it to Carl Weber. Carl Weber had created, and then came
Stop.
All the Queen's Men.
Stop.
Allegedly, according to
See, what you gotta say? What? What?
Carl
What
Weber is
happened?
an author. Carl Weber is an
Oh no,
author.
she's.
He
But he
has
probably makes
several.
movies too.
No, he does. He has several books. He was just before everybody switched to like YouTube and stuff like that. When everybody was still getting cable, he actually had his show, The Family Business on BET. So that part I could kind of
I
see it.
remember that because
So
what used to happen, our grandma would send us books and then we would read them and pass them on to each other. And I remember that author's name.
yeah, Carl Weber has a lot of good books in The Family Business. I don't even know if they finished the whole book series as the show, because in the book it goes longer. In the show it was shorter. Does that make sense?
Oh
Mm.
yeah, but you know when they turn a book into a movie, it's never the same.
Wait, so it's
Because
basically
they
a
gotta.
loose adaptation though. So it's like based on the material, but they just basically make some few changes and customize it.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
I mean, me personally, I would have rather either Audible, shout out to Audible, whatever, da da da, but Audible, or I'd rather just read the book and have the book, or read all of the whole series of the
but
book
you
instead of
know,
watching the show, because you
Hmm.
visualize it and you're thinking about the people, and then if you watch the show after you read the book, you're gonna be like, you guys are missing a lot of key parts. You know what I mean?
they
So
be making money off them TV
Wait, but
shows,
isn't it
advertisements.
yeah,
wait, is
yeah,
it also basically the book spoils the show? So basically, even if you read the book and you watch the show, you kind of already know what happens because when it's based on that stuff like that, basically it spoils everything because you kind of know what
yeah,
happens next.
yeah.
And I feel like when you read the
That's
book first and then you watch the show,
that's
you're
true.
always disappointed.
Yeah, that is true. I just feel like when you do it that way, you're kind of like, where are these points in this book that I was reading and I was getting hype about? They don't have them in the
Hmm.
show.
Yeah, but the reason why they do that is for money. They don't care
Yeah.
about the storyline like that. They want the money.
But what I will
Yeah.
say is that
I
the
mean,
show was
one
still
time though,
good,
I
and
watched this film called Bullet
not this
Train though.
rain.
Bullet Train's an actual book.
Hmm.
Bullet
What were
Train
you
is an
saying?
actual. Sorry, sorry, she can go. My bad.
Oh, you're good.
What happened?
Mm.
And no, I'm not
Angela said
discrediting this show at all. I can't see none of the comments or anything.
that's weird. Angela said most people don't have time to read, so they will never know the difference. That is very true. That
Mm,
is very,
wait,
very
but
true.
I've been reading, like some people actually, online, some people make content of that. Or you get people who actually read the book and watch the show. So basically, you get people who do breakdown videos. I've actually seen that though on stuff that I'm into, though. Not like related
Yeah,
to this or whatever books and stuff. You get people who do breakdown videos. Then instead, if you don't want to read the book, you can just watch people do breakdown videos instead.
But you know what? Here's the bad thing about that, because even if you're doing a breakdown video of a book or a show, you still don't know everything. And half the
Hmm.
time you're coming up with assumptions or something that you believe, and then you're leaving an open field of people to add in what they think. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh,
but
that's good
I
theories.
read the whole series. I was going to Barnes and Noble buying book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, book 5. I read the
Okay,
whole
I
You
get what
know,
thing.
you mean, but
Kiki.
I'm saying though, you get some people who just watch the show and do breakdowns, but then you get some
Yeah.
people who have actually done both. They've read the book and watched the show at the same time, and basically they know a lot and they do breakdowns like that, or basically they come up with theories as well. So what you just described, those basically fan theories, or like basically theories of what could possibly happen though, or while breaking it down they just come up with their own theory on what it really is.
Mhm.
And also, y'all, we live in the social media area. People really don't care about doing research. They don't care about the backstory, about the facts. They like the
Hmm.
shotgun 1 minute clip and they feel like they know everything
Not
about the
1 minute
subject.
clip. I actually watch people. No, that's shorts though. When I watch breakdown videos, I literally watch a full length videos though. Like people, I feel like it's like for a minute or 3 minutes or probably even longer. I've seen people doing hours worth of breakdowns.
Angela said most people just want to escape into a TV show or movie, but may read the book later on.
That could
Very
probably
true.
happen. That could probably happen. Yes.
But a lot of people don't really know what's going on about a lot of stuff these days. But let's get back into the video and let's see what else she has to say. So he was shopping this show all around. Nobody was accepting it. I believe Tyler Perry accepted it, and we're gonna get into it.
Some of the reports, he linked up with Tyler Perry to get it on BT, and with everybody knowing that now Tyler Perry has a lot of stake, if not he's the owner of BT right now, co-owner. Now, for those who don't know, Tyler Perry, although a very powerful man in Hollywood and somebody that I love, he's been made fun of for his antics with these actors for years. If you guys don't know about the Boondocks episode, Boondocks, I'm telling you, just as serious as The Simpsons when it comes to predictive programming and telling us what's really going on without telling us what's really going on. The Boondocks has an episode you cannot find unless you go kind of on the dark web a little bit. It's called Pause. And it's allegedly about Tyler Perry. It's about a producer who had a bunch of black plays, who played up in drag, played this certain character, and would be messing with and doing actual stuff with the men that played the sexy men in the background. Well, Tyler Perry got this immediately pulled, although it seems to be more relevant in what Christian Keys is alluding to. Although I don't want no smoke with Tyler Perry, okay? Tyler, I don't want no smoke. Okay, you just came out with your documentary, and that's another reason why I think that Christian Keys might be spilling tea. That's Tyler. The documentary.
Okay. Y'all, the internet be speculating. You have you guys heard that The Simpsons predicts a lot of what is going on? She's pretty much saying the
Yeah.
Boondocks does the same
Yes,
thing as far as predicting what's really going on. This is
actually,
Christian Keys,
yes.
Kiki. This is how he looks. And this was the official video one. It's still on YouTube, I believe, where he's talking about the scandal in detail. And he said he had a recorder pen in his pocket, and he would record it when he had the interactions with this powerful man. Although he did not name Tyler Perry, we all knew he was talking about Tyler Perry.
That's crazy. Hey, oh, that's crazy.
We're gonna get back into it.
He made a comment in this live that I just watched, like an hour something long live. He was talking about, yeah, I don't watch that documentary. I said, ooh, that's a key on Tyler. He talked about recording. He said that he has been recording every conversation that he's been enduring in Hollywood since 2005. 2005 dates all the way back to when they were working together. If he was talking about that chunk of time that they had not been working together, I'm sure he would have dated it up until then. So that's like, so I'm sure he would have said 2010 and not 05. And then also the way he's going about it. The way he's going about it gives me very much, I need my money by the morning. I need my $2, $3, $4, $5 million invoice to clear by Monday. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's what this gives me. It gives me, you're not going to come out and say it because that would endure that you may not get your money. He may have to lose a bunch of endorsements and then you'll get nothing. You know what I mean? But if you do this little threat with a little wink behind it, the message will get out to who it needs to get out to. And there's a lot of people in Hollywood that are going to have more situations like this. So especially during inflation, they better get their money together and understand it's hard times. And for people like Christian Keys, I'm sure a 4 or 5 million before the holiday wouldn't hurt. But y'all are paying him for his pain. Allegedly.
According to YouTuber Make It Make Sense.
Okay, so that was Christian Key's allegations in 2023. We're talking about it because we're talking about Tyler Perry. Ever since then, we haven't really heard nothing from him. So, according to YouTuber Make It Make Sense, Christian Keys was cut a check to keep quiet an alleged harassment by a billionaire Hollywood executive. And we ain't really heard much else from him since then. Y'all have any thoughts on everything we've seen so far before we get into this? And after we're gonna get into Keke, the other Keke.
Not me. I kind of want to. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. It's kind of it's interesting in its own way because it's like I want to see how it like plays out without, you know,
We know how it plays
too
out.
many
Christian Keys, it's
opinions on it.
2025. He ain't said nothing.
Yeah, we need the facts on that. We need to find his Facebook, his Twitter account, his Instagram, all that. Like that's
Well,
literally.
Keke, we need you to
I'm about to
investigate.
do that because I gotta go. I gotta dive deep, like because
Yeah.
something ain't right. Something ain't
Y'all
right.
may not know, but my sister be investigating, and that's why I'm so glad she's on the panel today. She told us about the TV show. I didn't even know anything about the TV show.
And you know the crazy part is the TV show is really good, bro. So that's why I'm like,
Is it
what?
still on TV?
It was on BET, so that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if all the speculation that she said was all completely true, but some of it may be true. You know what I'm saying?
Is it still on BET?
All the queens.
Yeah.
I don't know. You go pay for your subscription and find out.
Thank you. We need you to investigate better. You don't have to
Yeah, no,
shoot
I'm
you.
just joking. I'm not sure. I actually haven't watched it in a few because I didn't have the BET app. So,
Okay.
but I'm definitely gonna check into. I'm actually gonna check in that today because that show's actually very very good. It's super good, and I
Was
don't
he
even think
actually in the
I
show
don't.
too?
Who?
Was Christian Keys actually in the show, or he just executive produced it?
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to literally not send me a picture of the video that you did. Send me a picture of his face so I can tell you.
Oh, okay. I see. This is him right here.
I know, but look at his hand. I need to see the whole face. If that's the
Okay.
one that he might have. I don't know.
Let me play this video. Let's see.
Christian Keys was cut
That's
a check.
him. That's
No,
him.
that's him. Nope, that's him. That's him.
He's in that show.
Yep. He was dating one of the girls in the show, and then see, I'm about to spill the tea on the show.
I want to know if the show is still on air and is he still in the show?
I'm gonna have to
That's
find
what I
out
want to
if
know.
I'm gonna have to find out if the show is still on air. Why are you taking your cell
Okay,
phone?
and I want to know if he is in the show and did
No.
he stop being in the show? If he is
Ooh.
in the show.
See, this got me kind of low key mad, bro.
Time for tea. We gonna get into
This
it.
got me mad, bro.
Huh? It's time for tea. We gonna get into
Y'all
it. We
not
gonna
even
talk
about to
about
have
it.
time for tea with me no more. This show is actually really, really good, bro. Like, I literally sat down and, like, I'll get off work and I'll be like, all the Queen's men. I know.
Drip, do you have anything to say before we move on? We're gonna talk about Christian Key's
He's in the
silence or
show.
sudden silence.
Well, this is kind of
He's in the show,
surprising.
though.
So it's kind of like to me, it's a slight possibility. I'm just saying anything can be possible, and that's that. Other than that, though, I'm pretty much chilling now, and I finished the 16th day of fast. Tomorrow's day 17, so I got a couple more to go.
Okay. Angela said, yep, Google will give all that info on the show's current status. And that's why I be bringing these topics to y'all, Foodie Gang, because not only do y'all be sending me clips, y'all be helping me investigate.
Okay.
The
Man,
Foodie Gang
listen to me,
investigative team.
man.
Okay,
And
I'm going to play
honestly,
this video.
he was a
Okay.
stripper in the show.
Why are you laughing? His whole like mannerism does give off male entertainer.
It just is. This is not, man. I gotta go,
Wait,
bro.
I
so
feel
what do
like
you mean
Tyler
by
Perry
male
should have threw him
entertainer?
some
The question
bread.
is, what type of entertainer?
He was a
A male
dancer.
entertainer. Yeah, a male
No, I
entertainer.
understand.
Entertainer.
I know, but what type?
The stripping type.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was a little confused by the
Sorry, you
question.
have
I'm
to give
like,
more specific detail, though. I knew what you meant,
Oh,
but you had to
yeah.
say specific details to me.
oh,
'Cause
okay.
then,
So in the show, what they do is they come up with dance routines. They're actually not taking off any of their clothes or anything like that, but they have like little outfits and they're doing dance routines and stuff like that. And they're basically dancing on the ladies and stuff. But
Hmm.
it'd be like the ladies from like, like the
You gonna show
lawyer
us?
offices, the police
Are you gonna show us,
department.
Kiki?
Y'all, you got me twisted.
Are you gonna show us what he was doing? You stood up like you was finna show us.
Y'all throw some away.
Okay, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna see what this guy got to
To
say.
keep quiet about alleged harassment by a billionaire Hollywood executive.
He directs all of his own shows. It's crazy over there at Tyler Perry Studios, allegedly. Well,
First of all, they
the
look
source
like
came
twins.
back and said that Christian
Already, Kiki? What's up?
They look like fraternal twins, bro. Like,
Oh, my bad. Kiki, you said pause already? What did you get?
no, I said they look like fraternal twins.
Paternal. Yeah, they do look alike. I don't know. You got that turtleneck on. He's finna spill the tea. Let's play.
And
Let's
then
play.
look, the other one should have had the turtleneck on.
Oh.
that a check had been issued and that things have kind of like normalized on the set again. And I didn't like it. Now, this is all alleged. Again, Christian has not said this, but this is one of those times where I would hope that my source was not right. Because when I watched Christian, I definitely
He even got
reported
the
on
same
it,
forehead.
giving him, a lot of grace. Because although I felt what he said was true, I felt that it was very performative, the way everything was kind of like rolled out and piecemealing. I also said that it was very dangerous to give so many context clues without naming a name. And people were like, no, victims do that. And I said, well, from my vantage point, if I'm associated with somebody and I'm not naming a name, but I've given all these clues that it's this person, to me, I didn't quite understand that. But I listened to what Christian said. I'm a firm believer that victims should be allowed to come out in whatever time and however they see fit. But there was always something about the rollout that I didn't quite get. And I want you guys to listen to this part specific.
Okay, so like I said, the video is on YouTube where he is talking about more details about the essay, the potential essay. But I just wanted to play those videos and go into that backstory because we heard Tyler Perry shade the music industry. He said, "Where is Angie's money?" Now, with all that has been said about Tyler in the past few years, is he the right messenger for that message?
I'm gonna have to say, in his own right, yes. In public opinion, it's always gonna be a no. And just because, like, I was watching a couple of videos about uh the situation with him and Monique and how she didn't work for a few years, or like what, 10 years, 12 years, or something like that. So, and he's very powerful, especially like in our Black community and stuff like that. You didn't get it all. You know what I mean? But somebody was asking him like, you never said for nobody to not work with Monique, but you didn't tell them to go work with her. So why was she blackballed? So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm actually glad you brought up the Monique situation because I kind of forgot
Yeah.
about that. But Tyler Perry has been involved in a lot of scandals. Is he the
Yeah,
right
so I'm kind
person?
of like,
Is he the right messenger for the message about
I
how the
think for
industry
him and
be
for
doing people wrong?
his feelings, that's cool. But I mean, I didn't even hear the whole damn message. Excuse my language. I didn't even hear the whole message. But honestly, I don't know. Maybe he did for some clout. Maybe he did for, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he really felt that way. Who knows? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say they'll probably not the right message, but I don't know to be honest. I'll be honest, I don't know, but I'm just gonna say probably not. Based
yeah,
on that, probably not.
yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you honestly because there's too much. There's too much around him
For
that's
none of it to be
going
true.
on. Yeah. So it's like, at what point are we gonna sit there and be like, maybe they're telling the truth?
Yeah, I feel like what he said was true. You know, Angie's been singing for years. Where's her money? But then we got to look at you and your past history and all the people that have come out and spoke about you. And I actually forgot about Monique. That was a
Mhm.
whole situation in itself.
Right.
Yeah, but
And then it's like they were
right.
supposed to be
Wait,
like
wait.
cool.
Well,
So
wait, I'll be honest with you. Last time I've heard of her is when her son basically came out and spoke his side of the story and how her son, her first son, actually feels about her. You know, that's the last time I've actually heard about her. Other than that, that's it though.
I do remember that. And that was a few years ago. I do remember that, but you haven't seen her in it. I've seen her maybe on a talk show or two, but yeah, she's basically blackballed.
Yeah, kinda. I
And
mean,
Tyler
last
Perry
time I
was a part
fully
of that
heard of her
scandal.
like that was I think 2014. I was probably too young to remember that. I think 2014. That was the last time I actually heard of her. I'm not really into her like that, but I mean, last time I properly heard her or something like that.
Kiki, you want to read
Yeah.
this comment?
I can't see them.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Angela said even. Can you see it now?
Mm. Even with Tyler's soiled image, at least someone promises sounding their alarm about Angie being ripped off by the record company. Yes, that's exactly what we are talking about. And that's really the main thing that we're speaking on.
Mm-hmm. I
I think
probably
that Angela, you
say,
bring up a
It's
good
actually
point.
huh?
it's a couple of things, honestly. The whole story don't make sense. She was definitely ripped off, and when she said something, she was unalived, which is not true.
Yeah, I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna
but
say agree with
oh, go
you.
ahead, Drip. Go
I
ahead.
feel, I probably feel like that he's probably not around, but at the same time, it's kind of complicated to me. The way I see it, it's complex. So he's not the right person, but at the same time, it is. That's just how it is, though. How I see it, kind of complicated.
Yeah, it's like he's talking about them being dirty, but his hands kind of dirty too. But I'm kind of with Angela. At least somebody said something.
Nah,
Right.
I'm with you on that. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm just saying he ain't the right person though. But that's why I said it's a complicated answer. I'm not saying it's, one way or the other. Not saying that. I just feel like it's
Yeah.
complicated because it's not really right or wrong answer. You just don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yes,
have to
and
wait.
I'm.
You have to wait for more of the facts to come in, and then it could be backed up by proof and stuff like that for you to really like,
And
you
then
know, understand. Not even understand the whole situation, but just know. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't
I
really say
wonder.
yes, no, maybe. Like
Yeah.
this is just kind of what it is.
Tyler Perry claimed that he did not know about Angie's financial situation. Do you guys think if he had known, he would have given her a job? He does have studios, tons of movies, tons of stuff that he produces. Do you think that he would have given her a job if he had known about the situation?
I'll
I'm gonna
probably
go
say
take
it's
a
a
nap.
50.
I'm gonna go take a nap while y'all figure this out.
Okay, my answer
All
is
right,
gonna
Kiki, we about to
probably
get into to the other Kiki.
I was just joking. But for one, he, like I said, he has his own recording studio. He got all his own things. How is he not gonna know about somebody that he's so heartedly loved?
You think he was lying?
there's probably a
He knew about
percent
it.
chance. I'm gonna say it's a percent chance he's capping.
Y'all think he was lying?
I kind of said cap
Yep.
though. There's a percent chance he was capping.
Cap, 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 cap. Literally. Literally.
Yeah, that's what
So
I.
then why didn't he give
There's
her a
a
job?
percent.
If she had
It's
five
gonna be a
friends or five
50-50
family
answer
members,
to me. He might
everybody knew
know.
about what was
Hold
going
on, hold
on.
on. Let's let Kiki go first, and then we'll let you go, Drip. Kiki, finish what you gotta say.
If she had five friends and five family members, everybody knew what was going on with her financial situation.
Mm, yeah, I kind of
Even
agree
if
with
even
you.
even if you take it down to three of each one, three family members, three friends, they knew what was going on. So let's ask this question: are there any pictures with Tyler Perry and Angie Stone?
Ooh. All right, let's give Drip opportunity. Drip, what were you saying?
I was gonna say it's a 50-50 answer with that when you asked that question, because he could. It's a possibility he would have given job, but at the same time he wouldn't though. Or there's a percent chance though he just won't do anything. Even if he knew, he just won't do anything. It's a percent
I don't
chance.
think he's
Because
not
to
doing
me,
anything. I
no,
don't
I
think he's
agree
not
with
doing
you.
anything.
No, I agree with you. That's just where he is, though. I just feel like it's a complicated answer. So
I
it's
don't think
not
he's gonna
really
do
one.
anything.
It's a complicated answer because it's not one or the other. He's just, staying where he's staying. So that's how I think as well. I agree with you.
And Angela said Angie's story may help the younger generation to get legal representation to get their fair share of profits for their talent and creativity
Yeah.
property. But you know what? We've heard this story time and time again, so hopefully it changes.
Yeah, but it's also probably also probably young generation. I probably feel like it's probably when they do legal representation, is to background check who they're gonna hire to do that because you never know, man.
What the heck?
Yes, and Kiki, when you come back, we'll put you back on the screen. We're gonna talk about Keke Wyatt. She was also at the Atlanta funeral service, and she broke it down. She sung so great.
All right, I'm back, guys.
And we're also going to talk about a little bit of her personal life. And we got the other Kiki here to tell us about the other Kiki.
That is definitely not
Kiki
true.
telling on
I
Kiki.
might
That's
not
an
be. I
interesting
might
story.
not be a ran on the map. No, but I think that
Yeah,
these are definitely some
wait,
good
when you said
topics
it like
and
that, that's very funny though. Kiki telling on Kiki. That's funny, man.
And Kiki is tapped in with the reality TV and what's going on. But let's get into this video. And y'all know it is time for Tea at 9:07. Good eats. Hot topics, celebrities, food news, politics, a little bit of everything. But today we're talking about Angie Stone.
Should I feel discouraged? Why?
Okay, this was Kiki singing and she broke it down at the funeral. I am not going to play the whole part of her singing.
Thank you.
Just be. Yeah, well, you don't like her singing? You don't like her singing? Okay, so some people feel like she was doing
No,
the
no,
most
no, no,
here.
no. I just okay. Here's the thing, bro. We're not on funeral vibes right now.
We're not, but we talking about the recap, and we gotta play the funeral with Kiki was there, and then we're gonna get into her personal life. I'm walking y'all through the story.
No,
And this is why
you need a speed walk.
nah, we gonna run this watch time, we're gonna talk slow. Let's go.
And long for heaven and my home.
And y'all see how good Kiki look? That's how she getting all these babies and husbands. Okay? She out here
Mhm.
looking good. Some people felt like she did the most. She was crying and all that. Some people felt like it was justified.
Yeah.
But one thing, okay, and then this was Angie Stone's funeral in Atlanta. Look how beautiful it is. Like the whole thing is draped in flowers.
Yeah. If I
But
can ask,
Kiki
what do
can
you think?
sing.
I don't know what to think, man. I don't know what
About
to
Kiki?
think. No, 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 not about that only, but I'm just saying about the setup, not just Kiki though. I was just asking, what do you think about the setup? Looks nice and stuff, but I know what I think, but I'd rather not say because to me, I just feel like,
Wait. Whose funeral was she at again? She was at Angie Stone's funeral?
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
You
just
said what?
taking it back.
Yeah, this is Angie Stone's funeral. This is why we're even
Now,
talking
I was
about
just
Kiki.
trying
We
to
saw
say
her
that
at the funeral,
indirectly.
breaking it down, singing real good, and then it prompted us to go into her personal life and talk about these kids. Somebody sent me the husband tell all on that he did on YouTube. So we gonna get into it, y'all.
Okay.
They are wrong. They are wrong for that, bro.
I mean, singing's
For what?
okay. But I prefer, you know, like when singing soft spoken singing, I kind of prefer that, but I get it though. I mean, it's alright though, I guess. I got nothing else to say. I just say the setup looks nice though, but I mean, singing's okay, but I feel like it's
This
not
is
my
how
type
black
of
people be
style.
singing and preaching though, Drip. When we be at church and stuff,
Okay,
they do all the dramatic. They be passing out. This
okay.
is
I
how we
ain't trying
do
to
it.
be disrespectful.
I'm a TP
Okay.
on that one. I'm gonna have to agree to disagree because I feel like you know how when you hear somebody sing, you can tell if they actually like really care or not care. She don't care.
Mm,
You don't think
no,
he
I
can
have
care?
no problem.
No,
Wait, I was
she's
just trying to say
bro.
I
She
have
got
no
11
problem.
kids. She's there.
I
She's
know.
there to get a check, bro. What you mean?
Okay.
What?
Okay, I was just gonna say though, look,
What?
I'm not trying. Okay, fine. I hope I'm not trying to be offensive, man. I'm just trying to say it's not my type of thing, but I can understand. I'm not saying there's no problem though. Like, okay, I get it though. I'm saying, okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be offensive, man. I'm just saying it's not my type of style, but doesn't mean I won't understand it, you know?
Yeah, and
Yeah, no, I get what
that's
you're saying.
perfectly understandable. And that's what we do here on this channel. We educate other people. You know, we know that you're from a different culture, but you can educate us on your culture and we'll educate you on ours. But we're gonna
Okay,
play a little bit
that's
more in
cool.
this video.
I
It's gonna
feel
go
like
into Kiki's
okay, other than
background.
that, that how it sounds, I just feel like she could, you know, like the way she performs though. Other than that though, it's not a problem the way she was doing it. Anyways, what I was just trying to say,
And see,
my
I'm
whole
talking about
point
the way
was
that she was
basically
performing. I'm talking about the way that she was performing, which is why I think it
mm,
was not even. It was not genuine. I don't think it was genuine.
I wonder
okay,
if these artists were paid for their time at the funeral or if they volunteered.
okay.
I'm
Wait, let's
curious.
just go.
But
Wait, sorry. What I meant to say, sorry, what I meant to say was that I'm saying the way she could have done it was better. That's just what I was saying. Like, I'm not saying though she's done anything wrong. I'm just saying she could have done a bit more better. You know what I mean? Like a little bit better, don't you think?
Mm,
well, I can't sing, so I can't really say she could have did better. But
I can't
Angela
sing
said Black
either.
Americans invented this style of gospel singing, and we love it as well as people all over the world try to copy our style of singing.
Okay, I'm not saying that's a problem. Okay, you know what?
Shout out to the lady. She said she did that, didn't she? Same Kiki with your talented, nasty
Ooh.
ASS. Kiki do got 11 kids. She do be getting down. She be busting that thing open.
Okay, you
Bow,
know what?
bow,
Just
bow,
saying if I
bow,
don't
bow.
say anything. I'm not trying to be offensive anymore. It is better
Drip,
if I don't say anything.
nobody's offended. You gave your opinion, and that's okay if it's not your style of singing. We're just saying this
No,
how they
sorry.
be
I
doing it.
just
They be
basically, sorry, I'm just, you know what people like nowadays? I'm not saying it to you or anyone else here. I'm just saying in general, though, man. I'm just, be careful of what I'm trying to say. But I'm saying it's alright. It looks nice, though. The setup, though, looks nice.
this ain't one of them channels. On some channels you can't say certain stuff, but we not tripping over here at all. You know.
Hmm.
But let me
Okay,
play.
never mind. Let's just move past it. Anyways, I don't know what to think.
Yes, lady, Kiki was in the live, but she dropped down right when we was gonna get to the other Kiki. Trip, you are perfectly fine, and there's nothing wrong with you giving your opinion, and we're not offended at all. I honestly, Trip, they have said much worse things about black people on YouTube. We got thick skin. We're not mad.
Okay.
Okay, Kiki, you're back because we're gonna get into this video about I wanted to do it while you're here. We're gonna get into the messy part about how Kiki and Lady's opinion is nasty.
Stop playing this video.
So she did that. Let me go back to the right part. Okay, this is the right part.
Woo! I was about to say something. You're gonna be so mad at me if I say it on here.
I'm trying to go to the right part.
Look.
I was in it for 10 years. Move.
Okay, so Keke was on a couple of reality TV shows. I'm trying to just make sure I go to the right time marker.
If I'm a bum, your
Get
mama's
out
a
of here.
bum, bitch.
Get out of here. Go sing your old song. Go sing your old song. Go take care of your 18 kids and get out of here.
Say it to my face.
I did.
In my
I
face.
am saying it in your face. But my girlfriend.
Okay, do y'all remember when Keke was on Marriage Boot Camp? And lady, I do have the fair use up here. And yes, the flowers were nice. But do y'all remember when Keke was on Marriage Boot Camp? Marriage Boot Camp.
Honestly, no.
Well, she was on there and she was arguing with I think that woman, I think her name is Marcel. She was on Love and Hip Hop and she had a whole scandal. It's just a whole bunch of mess.
It's a whole nother one I gotta dive into.
Yeah, a Marriage Boot Camp years ago. This was with, I believe it was her second husband, not with the Zakara David,
Hold up.
who did the
Okay.
tell-all.
How old is she?
How old is Keke?
Yes.
I don't know, but she got 11 kids. Let me look it up right now. Let's see how old she was.
She gotta be at
She
least
was- she got-
42. That's a lie. We already know somebody that's not even in their 40s what it is.
So I'm looking up to see how old she is. I don't know, but she popped out 11 babies. Let's see what it's saying. 43 years old.
43 with
She
11
getting-
kids?
She getting busy. Thank you so much, Strip, for coming up. You're welcome anytime. Yes, well, we're gonna play this
The
video.
youngest
This is
one
her.
is.
I think she just had a baby, but this last baby, Zakara David, it was
That's
her
the one
ex-husband.
that was in the news. The baby was disabled or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like, bro, this is too much drama for me. I don't even like this.
What's going on, lady? What's going on? How are you doing?
Hey, I had to jump up here because I said hey to Keke and she didn't speak back.
What?
That
I didn't
attitude,
even.
hold on. That little attitude in the Foodiegang gang ain't happening. Cause your sister already said
Look,
all Kiki are
it's already
no.
here. Gang, what's popping?
Hey, your sister already said all Kikis are a no. And I took up for you. Okay?
How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Keeks.
How you doing now? What you eat today?
What I'm eating now? Hold on. That's why my camera's
What
on.
are you gonna show us? Turn the camera around, lady.
Oh, my bad.
Woo. Okay.
My hair, I keep it. It's done though. I had to wrap it because when I make my food, I don't want. It's like having a hair wrap. You know.
You got the little jewels in there.
Yeah.
They say I'm bougie, but I'm not. I'm really not.
And you got the glasses on. You're gonna be like, where my food at?
When your nails is done, okay, lady.
All right. Look, she did like this too.
These look like my feet. All paws match. You don't have nothing mixed match. This not yellow, and then it's gonna be pink. This not gonna be green, and that be purple. Everything match. Feminine. All right. Cameras off. Okay, y'all got your easy glam. You put the voice with the face, Keke. She already know that because your sister already knew what I look like. Gorgeous. chocolate. But anyways,
Okay, lady, and tell us about the husband.
Hey, say that thing.
oh no, that's not important. But let's talk about your news topic.
Keke Wyatt.
Yeah, she did that, didn't she? At that
She
funeral. You
did.
can't lie. I don't care how nasty her little retarded self is. She did. That girl can sing. And I ain't gonna lie, she looks scary as hell though with those eyelashes. Look like spiders on both of her eyes. And she looking, don't she just look like a voodoo queen. Like she just gonna put a
I don't know.
spell on
I'm
your
not.
ass.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. When she started like, I was like,
Yeah.
11 men in there.
She was giving crazy vibes. She was
Yeah.
looking like she is getting lighter. I don't know. I
You
don't know
know
if that
what
was
she was
lighting. I don't
doing?
know.
You know, she know I think she was really in the spirit because Keke is really a gospel singer. She went to R&B. She's really a gospel like Angie Stone. Angie Stone is really a gospel singer. Just like I would sing a little bit, but you know I've been sick, so I'm trying to get my voice back. That's why my voice sound like this.
But you
And
know what? You know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that people be playing with them. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like what you came into the industry with is literally what you're gonna leave with. You can't switch up and then try to be something else and then go back and then be like, I'm holier than thou now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool. Because that tells a lot about, you know, your process in the faith and stuff like that. So
yeah,
and
I agree,
then
Angela.
I don't
Angela
know.
said Keke Wyatt is super talented. She can
She
sing any
is.
genre of
She
music.
is.
She can.
That
That's what I'm saying.
girl,
She can, but her original is gospel though.
Yeah. Most of
yeah.
everybody is. Whitney Houston, she was gospel singer, and she went out to R&B. That's why they respect people like that.
They come to
And
the
then
dark
they
side, do
talk about you
drugs,
when
and
you
then
go to
die.
R&B. They talk about you in the church like, oh, that girl singing that devil song. But you know what, Angie, she kept it, low key gospel and R&B like that son. The rain, no more rain in the clouds.
All right,
That's
guys, I'm
my
out. I
shit.
gotta go. I gotta
See
go.
you later, Keeks.
All
Bye.
right, Keke.
Oh, what the heck did I just
Peace.
do?
She's
I'll
so
take you up out of
silly.
here.
She's so silly. She's like, how do I get out of here? But like that song, like no more
Wait,
rain in the clouds.
Keke, do you have more to say? Are you out of here?
She
You know what
changed
I'm
her
gonna? You
mind.
know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some research before I start talking again.
Did you change
Well,
your
I
mind,
just leave you.
Kiki?
I know. I thought you said you was leaving. Then you said you was. I don't. What's going on?
You asked me a question, so I stayed.
No, she did the genie. She went like this. She said, and she disappeared.
No, I can't. Okay, look, I'm having a real hard. I don't close myself out on this video stream like 3 times already. It's the app. It's not me.
She said,
It's
I want to
okay.
go, but I can't leave.
No,
Well, when you first start doing StreamYard, it's kind of weird at first, but then you kind of get used to it. But Keke is crazy. Not that Keke, but Keke Wyatt is crazy.
I'm
No, you
And
crazy
said it
too.
right. You
somehow,
said it
Bye.
right. You said it right. This one crazy too. But go ahead.
yeah, they're both crazy. It seemed like all Keke's is kind of crazy. We're gonna play a little bit of this. Her on Marriage Boot Camp. Let's
Now
go.
move.
At just 18. But this marriage was like a ticking time bomb. The two had 3 children together, and by 2009, things were seriously falling apart.
So I'm with this dude. He's crap, and so I end up in a horrible situation. I was in it for 10 years. But like I tried to stay. I tried to work it out. I tried to fix what was broken and I couldn't do it. And I had to get out of there.
There were rumors of violence, arguments, and let's just say Keke wasn't one to back down. Oh no, sis was swinging, literally. In a shocking moment that hit the tabloids, Keke stabbed Ramit in what she later claimed was self-defense during one of their
I remember hearing about this. And my sister Kiki, when I mentioned Keke Wyatt, actually brought this up. Well, I think it was my sister Toya. Do you remember hearing anything about this lady?
Yep, I heard a lot of that. You crazy. I'm sorry, I'm chewing. My bad. My bad. These grits
Oh,
are
you're good.
fire. These grits are
Okay.
fire.
Okay. Okay, I came back now. Just needed to step down for a bit. I'm good.
Drizzle, drip, drip, drip. What's up, my ninja?
I'm doing good.
I love your accent, sweetie.
Thank you.
Now, don't. I'm gonna tell you one thing. You part of the foodie gang, 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 gang. So don't be no accent penny dropper, okay? Cause that's how you get demoted, okay? Don't be talking to these ladies and then they ready to take you. Cause y'all people with accents, y'all like to come to the U.S. and steal people,
I'm
steal
not
people,
gonna do
girl,
that. Though.
steal people,
Don't worry.
ladies. You be like,
Okay.
you be like, hello,
He's a
and
good
she be
guy
like,
though. He ain't gonna do all that.
no, I'm just messing with him because he got an accent. I told my Uber driver that I said, don't be like, hello, and then they were like, ah. I said, cause you're gonna get demoted. Hey, investigate.
Okay, but I'm not gonna do that. I just focus on myself right now, and I'm ready to get married someday. I only got like about 2 years until I consider marriage, so
Yeah, I feel you. And I hope you do find somebody.
thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying? Because you're, how old are you again?
23.
Yeah, you old enough to be my son. And you're very handsome. So you're going to find somebody. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? Just
you.
keep yourself motivated and listen
Thank
to
you.
Listen to Kevin Samuels a little bit.
Okay, but
He
for me, I trust my mother or father to help me do the searching process. My mother could do the searching process. I could just give them details of what I want. They'll do the searching for me, and I just marry like that. That's the way I want to do it. I don't mind doing arranged way because I got trust in my parents, though.
okay, arrangements. Okay. Well,
You
if
know
you
what?
trust
I
them,
wish
then
my
do it.
parents would
I
arrange
was
a marriage for me and
shit.
pick somebody for me.
My mom, I don't
Cause
know. She loves too many people. She
But it's
loves
not
you.
that I can't
Mm-mm.
find myself. It's just better they do it because I'm kind of young right now and I don't. It's better they know me better than I know myself. When I get older and if the first time don't work, second time I can do it myself because I got the experience.
Interesting.
you know what, Drip, I love your mindset, and I think if more people's parents picked for them, maybe we'd be better off in the U.S. I don't know though. I don't
Uh
know
huh.
what's gonna help us.
Yeah, it's
Uh
not
huh.
really just a UK thing. It's more about like it's not everyone in the UK does it. Everyone else is different. For me, like when I speak, that's just based on what these are personal thoughts of mine and how I basically value stuff personally. It's not really a country thing
Okay. Oh
because
shit, drizzle
everyone
drip.
else. Okay, thank you. So basically, everyone else in the UK is different, though. It is very multicultural, so everyone else got it different, though. So for me, I just rather do it like that. Because my mom said it's not because I can't do it myself. She's just concerned about my safety. And it's not a thing against, I'm not blaming anybody. It's just basically she's concerned about if I get taken advantage of or not.
Man,
Yeah,
amen.
that makes a lot of
Amen.
sense. And
Amen.
Angela said, "Drip, that's good that in your culture, the
Yes.
parents help you select a
Yes.
good life for a spouse."
Yes.
And I feel
Mhm.
like if more parents helped with their children instead of like, "Oh, you're 18, go off on your own," people need help, and like people need
Yeah.
help.
There's another way as well, not just the arranged way. You could do the love way, or you could do basically this thing called a halal date. So it's like a new type of way where you basically find a girl or you know a girl, you take her on a date, but basically you go with supervision. So basically your family and her family
Did altercation.
basically go out and they sit together and basically they just observe you, but you're not supposed to touch, no kissing, no touching. You're just supposed to sit there and talk together and, get to know each other. And if you want to marry, you marry. Or
Wow.
if you feel you want to get to know the person even more, then basically just, go on
Wow.
multiple dates until you get married. That's a new type concept people are doing nowadays, though.
You know what? She ain't got no soundboard, so I'm gonna do it manually.
Do what manually? Yeah, I don't got a soundboard
A
yet.
clap. I have to clap. Did you hear the clap?
Yeah.
I heard.
Because your mindset at your age, man, is like, wow. Let me ask you a question. I was waiting for you to finish because I wanted to hear what you had to say. How's you're young, so you can catch stuff like my son. How's the ladies out there? Can you tell me that some of them, not all of them, of course, act like some of the ladies in the U.S. like they act independent, like they don't need a man. Some of them, do they have attitudes? Do they wear eyelashes, long fingernails? Do they wear wigs, etc., etc.? You know the attitude.
Mm, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you do get people like that in general, though. But however, independent type thing, maybe though. That just depends, though. Everyone's different. Based on my experience, not really, though. I mean, based on my experience, though, when the girls approached me, it was more like it's a mixture, though. They like they themselves, but I feel like what you call it though, based on my experience, it was like a bit of both though. They're like a mixed personality. So they can like it's more of a mixed personality based on my experience.
And I would say to Drip's point, a lot of the American artists do travel overseas a lot. So they
Yeah,
are exposed to some of the music and some of the independent woman's attitude. And so I could see how it could be like a mix because they're listening to our music. They're,
yeah.
into our
They
entertainment.
watching,
So
yeah,
Even
I was
I'm
gonna say they watching our
influenced though as
entertainment.
well.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
honest though, even I'm influenced too. You can tell by the way I dress though.
Say that again.
Wait, I'll be honest, I'm also influenced by American culture too. So basically my type culture as well. I still got my culture, still got like the UK type thing, but I'm also influenced by American culture too. So it's like I'm like a unique blend of a lot of stuff. That's why I say I'm multicultural. Cause I grew up around a lot of people and I basically learned about their culture as well, and that's why I'm multicultural, and I'm also influenced by American culture as well.
a lot of people are. A
Yeah.
lot of people are. But we're gonna get back into this story, y'all.
Okay.
Kiki allegedly, well, I said allegedly, but it's like it was fact,
Thank you,
stabbed her
Drip.
husband. We gonna hear about it.
Thank
Because
you,
I had already
Drizzle.
had 4 babies. Please help me now, God, please. And I just left.
On the next guy,
Right,
whatever
right.
the past guy did. So,
Right.
like, how did you deal with that?
Went through a whole year of just talking, hanging out, being friends, and so initially I just wanted.
I'm gonna go back a little bit.
And I was in it for 10 years, but like I tried to stay. I tried to work it out. I tried to fix what was broken and I couldn't do it. And I had to get out of there.
There were rumors of violence, arguments, and let's just say Keke wasn't one to back down. Oh no, sis was swinging, literally. In a shocking moment that hit the tabloids, Keke stabbed Ramit in what she later claimed was self-defense during one of their heated altercations.
Because I was like, yes, I did stab the guy, but it was in self-defense.
Yes, you heard that right. Now, we don't condone violence, but let's
Cap.
just say this marriage was more toxic than reality TV. By 2010, Keke was done.
It was really, really hard to get out of that situation because I had already had 4 babies. Please help me now, God, please. And I just left.
On the next guy,
Right,
whatever
right.
the past guy did. So,
Right.
like, how did you deal with that?
went through a whole year of just talking, hanging out, being friends, and so initially I just wanted to help her get through this tough situation that she was in. So
Divorce papers filed and she was out. But here's where Keke's story really turns from drama to chaos. After Ramit, you'd think Keke might take a breather from love, right? Wrong. Keke said next and married Michael Jamar Ford, a former minister. Oh, the irony. The couple had a bunch of kids. Yes, we'll get to that in a second. But like all good things in Keke's life, this marriage too hit the rocks in a very public way. In 2017, when Keke was 8 months pregnant, yes, 8.
When you 8 months pregnant, your husband got the nerve to tell you that he wants a divorce. I am so done with Michael Jamar.
Michael Jamar.
I remember that, and this was the man that she was on marriage boot camp with. Now, he walked into the situation. She already had kids. He knew that she had stabbed her last husband. Is this man a fool?
She got money.
He got
He's
money
a
or she
norm.
got
He's a
money?
no. She got money. He's a norm. I
I
married her
don't,
too. Shit.
well, I don't know. I just probably feel like both of them is kind of off though. And I'm gonna say that in a respectful way. Both is off though in the head.
Hey, what? I'm
And you
gonna
know what,
translate that.
Dread?
I'm gonna
I agree with you.
I'm gonna translate that in just some formal. I got a spell on you.
They both ain't
She
right.
she crazy, and you could
And he used
tell.
to be, they said, a minister. And so, how do you guys feel about him announcing that he wanted a divorce when she's 8 months pregnant?
He's a minister.
I think that's what he said.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
I
wrong
just
for that. He wrong. But you
think
know
she
what?
said
I take that back because she crazy. If he's, excuse me, if he's a minister, then he probably was tired of what was going on, man. Ain't no, if he's a man, he ain't gonna put up with a lot of bullshit. Like I took you with kids. I was a man enough to do that. Now I gotta take you with this funky ass attitude. Nah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. God bless. See you in the next one. Go get you a man that fits for you. I'm going to go get somebody that fits for me, who's going to help me, with my ministry. Because you ain't doing it. You put spells on me, and I ain't got time for to rebuke your little demon self. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it?
But he knew that
Mhm.
he was crazy, though.
He probably didn't
Right.
She
know she
I
was
stabbed
crazy.
her
He
last
probably didn't know she was
husband.
crazy.
Mm, maybe what about him as well? I'm not saying just her, but what about him as well? Don't you think he's got a little bit of that in him? And I ain't judging because it's only God who judges, though. But
No, you're
to
not.
me,
You're giving your opinion, so go ahead, your perspective.
no, I know.
I was just letting you know because you so sweet. You acting like you did
I
something
know,
that,
Dream.
like,
You,
you know what
you
I'm
don't be
saying?
offending us. You can speak freely. You can say how you feel. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
You a footy gang, gang,
Um,
gang, gang, gang.
No, no, I know. I just like to say that though, because it's not really about whether I did anything or not. It's not that though. When I say I'm not judging. I'm just saying only God can judge. I'm only giving my perspective. That's how I like to say it though. It's not really about
yeah.
whether I did anything or not. I just like to say that because whatever I put out is the same thing I get back. Is you're not supposed to call out and demean others' sin because I could commit something worse and the same thing can come back to me. So that's why I was just putting it that way. Not really like, you know where I'm coming from.
Boom,
Yes.
boom. And he said it like that. You know what you're going to have to do for us one day? You got to take us on a field trip one day. One day
Yeah,
when
that would
you
be
ain't, you got to take
cool.
us on a field trip.
Okay,
You're going to have to share your screen. And you're
okay,
gonna have to come
cool.
on live, and
Right.
it's gonna be you and her, and you're gonna have to show us a little bit of UK and show us some place that or a place, not a couple of places, because you probably gotta get to them, you know what I'm saying, and drive or whatever. You can take us to one place you love to see or go,
I don't
you know what I'm
mind
saying.
doing that. Okay, cool. I
Thank you,
get you.
because you know you are international worldwide connection, so you get us
Okay,
over
thank you.
there, you know.
Appreciate that though. But
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
this before I'm just saying basically, in general, before I actually agree to
We
go
ain't talking
anywhere with
about
anyone.
today.
Okay, I'm not saying today, but I just say it like this, though, to be honest, in my opinion, though. I feel like this, that like if, I probably have to get to know, her in real life, though. Like basically, if we ever do meet up and stuff like that, who knows? The only God knows, though, right? I'm just saying if we do, I'm probably gonna have to get to know her in real life a bit more. Then when I feel like that, that's more comfortable. It's not that I don't trust her. It's just that nowadays, though, you know what people's like, though. I'm just saying, what people are like nowadays. And I'm not saying I don't trust her. It's just, like basically we online that's kind of different, but when you're actually in person, it's kind of different. And it's not really that I don't trust you. I have trust in you. I just feel like, when we actually in face to face, it's kind of different. You know what I mean?
Yes, and you're so smart, and
Yeah,
thank you for thinking
people on the
like
internet
that.
is weird.
Please stay keep your mindset like that. Like Angela said,
Yes.
she's smart. And that's our sister, our Foodie gang sister,
Mm-hmm.
and she was right. You know what I'm saying? You're smart, and I hope a lot of people your age out there get this culturalization of thinking
I agree with
mindset.
you. Pete. I get you on that because you do get people like that who do meet other people offline. But I mean, yes, we get know each other offline for how long online, but you don't know the person offline. And I'm not saying I don't know the person's intentions, and that is basically in general type of thing. Because I'm also just trying to look out for myself as well, because it's a safety type of thing. You know,
Well,
and
you
just
know
the
what?
Yeah.
You
but
know
it's
what?
also safety.
We're gonna work towards that. You're gonna get connected with 907, and y'all gonna get to know each other so you can trust her because this is her channel, and you can get to
Yeah,
know us. You know what I'm saying as well more before
of
you
course.
do the
I
field
got it.
trip. How about that? Before you do the field trip, do that till you get more comfortable to take us on the field trip so we can see it and then one day I'll show you guys a little bit of where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we
Okay,
can
I
rotate
got
Yeah,
and
you.
and
do
I
that.
already showed y'all a little bit of Alaska in the winter. I
I
went
didn't see
downtown and
it.
was walking around.
I didn't see it.
Um, I did a whole live stream. It's still up there. I showed y'all a little bit of Alaska, how it
Well,
looked in
we
the
want to see
winter.
more. We want to see more.
Yeah, girl, it's cold out here. But let's get back into the video, and we gonna
Alright,
say that
I got
he's
you.
off
That's
his
all right.
rocker, and so is Keke Wyatt.
I'm gonna jump down,
But
okay?
Alright,
okay, thank you so much,
Thank you,
lady, for
Drizzle
coming up,
Drip.
alright, thank
for
you.
I'm
coming
gonna listen
up
to
and
you
showing
guys.
us your nails and your food. Thank you so much, lady. We
Not on
love you over
purpose.
here.
Not on purpose. Don't make me be so bougie. Alright,
That's cool.
she fired. Love you.
All right,
Nah, I
let's get back
got
into this
you.
video, Drip.
Alright, let's get to it.
Decided to pull the
Alright.
plug on their relationship, and Sis was not having it. Keke, being Keke, did what any self-respecting diva would do. She put him on blast during an Instagram rant, letting the world know her man was walking out on her while she was carrying their child. Can you believe that? The drama. But let's be honest, this wasn't the first or last time Keke would have some man drama. When we say Keke Wyatt has a big family, we're talking big. As of 2023, she's rocking a jaw-dropping 11 kids. Yup, you heard me right, 11. And somehow, this woman still manages to stay fabulous, slay every performance, and hit those high notes like it's nothing. I mean, seriously, how does she do it?
Love. Love most of all. And God, honey. And the help of my husband. My stay-at-home dad. No. Maybe when we go out and
Who did y'all hear that disrespect? She said stay at home dad and how to play him off. This is the third husband we're talking about after I think she said Michael Jamar. This is the new husband that actually released the tell all 11 kids as of 2023, and she was with this man. They recently broke up. Let's get back into the video.
and somebody's trying to run off, but then that rarely happens because I assign a little one to a big one. So you're responsible for this one. I'm like, I count heads. I have to like go.
At this point,
Now that is sad that when there's kids raising kids, it's
Mhm.
always so sad to me because they don't get to really enjoy their childhood because they're raising kids. And she's pretty much saying the older ones take care of the little ones. And it's like, is that really fair to the kids though? It's not. Okay, I went back a little bit for you, lady. I went back a little bit for you. Let's get back into it.
It's nothing. I mean, seriously, how does she do it?
Love. Love most of all. And God, honey. And the help of my husband. My stay-at-home dad. No. Maybe when we go out and somebody's trying to run off, but then that rarely happens because I assign a little one to a big one. So you're responsible for this one. I count heads. I have to like go.
At this point, Keke could run her own mini nation. But instead, she did the next best thing. Started her own reality TV show. Honestly, who wouldn't tune in to watch this supermom wrangle that many kids while serving us diva realness on the daily? And it's not just about having a lot of kids. Keke is also incredibly open about the challenges she's faced, especially when it comes to her son who has special needs.
3 whole
Oh, yeah.
days straight.
This is the most recent son, I believe, that was born, and this is this kid, this baby, is supposed to be by her ex-husband. Well, Zakara David, but he is saying that this is not his baby. Drib, what are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Kind of sad though, you know. That's kind of sad to be honest, though. The recent one, I mean, well, that's kind of sad though, to be honest, though. About the kind of the situation and stuff like that. That's just what I feel like it is.
Yeah, and then with the
So
comment
I
she made about the
also
husband
feel
being a
this
stay-at-home dad,
wow, I
kind of
guess.
shows you how little she thinks of him.
Wow, I guess the only reason I'm not wishing the worst kids, but I'm gonna probably say it like as in like, maybe whatever she puts out is what she gets back. That's the same thing I basically applied to me. Whatever I put out is the same thing I get back. Because that's why you're not supposed to call out or demean other people's sin, because the same thing can go back to you. So I don't want that on me. So that's how I think, though. I can tell what I really think, but at the same time, can't really say too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's honestly why you don't ever hear me like on these YouTube channels arguing and talking about people. This is the most you'll ever see me talk about people. It's time for tea. But it says in the video, the quote, Keke Wyatt says she hasn't slept in 3 days, worried that her son may be nonverbal. Now, we're going to hear from the ex-husband and what he is alleging. But let me play a little bit more of this video.
I've been awake. He may be nonverbal. He could say mom, but that's about it.
Her son Raja was diagnosed with leukemia, and Keke has been very vocal about how hard
About what made her so angry.
I don't know if y'all.
So this is the ex-husband. He went on Tasha K. You go to Tasha K, you know you're going there for some mess.
Mhm.
So that was Keke with the most recent kid. Um, they said he had leukemia, which is a blood cancer, I believe.
Well, that's sad, though.
Um,
That's very sad for the little kid, though, anyway.
yeah, it's very sad, and it's sad that because she is Keke Wyatt, they're not gonna have their privacy. There's gonna be a lot of allegations, a lot of and he's out there, and that is supposed to be his child. But he's making some allegations. Okay, let's get into it.
Wait,
Keke Wyatt's ex-husband, yeah.
So I was gonna say though, basically to me, basically though, like if he's gonna be nonverbal, then okay, there's nothing wrong in that because who knows, he could probably be on a different frequency though, but he's not verbal just yet. When he gets older, he'll be like that So that's why I'm kind of like, I know that when I mentioned to you I'm on the spectrum, I feel like I'm a high vibrational being though. It's just the way that I vibrate or basically function though is on a different frequency. I just have to adjust to the environment that I'm basically around. Maybe the child might go through that though. Maybe the child is high vibration. It's just that basically the child, depending on where the child is in the environment of the child, maybe that's why. That's what I'm getting from it, though. Maybe that's
But
why.
Drip, I get what you're saying, but this ex-husband, is alleging that this baby has these disabilities. It's all allegedly because Keke Wyatt had a baby with her cousin. Is what the ex-husband is saying. So I get what you're saying, Drip, but I'm telling you what they think it's from. They don't think it's just um you know how some people have disabilities and it just happens sometimes. What
Yeah.
he is alleging is the reason why the kid has disabilities is because it was with her cousin. Now, if that really is his child, shame on him. Shame on him. But you
Mm-hmm.
need Tasha K. He did an interview. Husband claims she is allegedly demonic, and he feels she might have sold her soul. Some people have them, and she does. Was one of the quotes. We all knew she was crazy, though. She stabbed somebody. We already knew she was crazy. We saw her on Marriage Boot Camp. So Andy
Yeah.
has a YouTube channel that he created. I think pretty recently, and shout out to Angela for sending me that clip. We got a lot more to get through, so we're gonna get back into the video.
Okay.
believe in this selling your soul, but it almost seemed like that's what happened a long time ago in the industry or something, because it's like demon possession. Oh, I'm just keeping it real. People might take this the wrong way, take it however you please. If you believe in demonic spirits, some people have them, and she does. And so
you're saying, without a doubt, that in your opinion, Keke is demonic. Allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife.
And starting a church.
That's yeah. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
When life gives you lemons.
Okay, let's go back to that part because a lot of they just put in a lot there. They said that she had a baby with the cousin and then started a church with the cousin. Hold on, let's replay mode, Foodiegang. Hold
People
on.
might take this the wrong way, take it however you please. If you believe in demonic spirits, some people have them, and she does. And so
you're saying, without a doubt, that in your opinion, Keke is demonic. Allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife.
And starting a church.
That's
Okay, he is alleging that she slept with the cousin, took him from his wife, had a baby, and started the church. Big allegations. Big allegations. But what if that's his baby though? He's gonna regret doing this. Let me play it one more time because that was a lie. Let me make sure I got the story right. This is crazy.
Something, because it's like demon possession. Oh, I'm just keeping it real. People might take this the wrong way, take it however you please. If you believe in demonic spirits, some people have them, and she does. And so
you're saying, without a doubt, that in your opinion, Keke is demonic. Allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife.
And starting a church.
That's yeah. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
When life gives you lemons, Rockstar Wireless makes lemonade.
Hello?
Okay, they didn't mention the baby part. I don't know what this is. They didn't mention the baby part. Oh, this is probably a commercial from Tasha K. They didn't mention the baby part, so maybe I added that in there, but that was a lie. Lady came through and summed it up from us. She took him away from his wife, the cousin. Did we find the proof she did? She hold accountability. You know what? Do y'all think that this man is wrong? He was with her for I think 5 years, had a couple kids with her. This is the type
Yeah.
of ex I do not want.
I probably feel like this. Though. I feel like both is kind of wrong in a way. That's why I feel like maybe okay. Let's say she has what she has, but I feel like he has a bit of that as well somewhere in. May not be that much compared to her, but I feel like it probably he has some as well. Maybe that's why he attracted her to him and her to him basically. That's why they attracted each other because they probably felt each other like that.
And Angela said men don't have to wonder nowadays. They can do an over the counter DNA test and get results mailed to them. I hope that he DNA tested that baby before he did all this. And if he didn't, like I said, shame on him because that could really be his baby. And he just went. Now I think they have more kids together. Why would you even be saying that about your baby mama? Katasha K. You know how messy she is. You know what this is gonna do. And lady said clout. Yeah, this is looking like a clout chasing situation. But if they do have more kids together, which I believe they do, because she got 11. If y'all have kids together, why would you even be out here talking like that about your baby mama for a check? Where is the dignity? That was just, and then that was so messy, y'all. Whether it's true or not, it's just our business. And I
Probably.
cannot stand when you break up with somebody and they just have the most to say about how terrible you are. But when they was with you, they was saying how good you were.
I guess I get you what you mean. I guess for some people that they're not really sure how to express it then, but then when it's over, they find a way to express it. Maybe I'm not too sure because I guess some people's like that though. They're not sure, like whatever they felt or they don't know, they felt like that. But when they actually leave and when they had time to reflect and stuff like that, maybe that's why they be like that. During that time, maybe that why.
And not only, I don't know if the Tasha K happened first or the YouTube tell all happened first. I don't know, but this man seems like he created this YouTube channel like kind of recently. And this video that he did about his ex-wife, almost 200,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing that Tasha K clip kind of made me like look at him kind of crazy because it's like, that's the mother of your kids. That could possibly be your baby. And if that is true, why are you out here doing this?
Mm.
So this is his YouTube channel, Zakara David. This video was posted 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, 180,000 views. Like, this is the scary part when you kind of get like famous, because people be really like can't wait to tell all on you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this video is an hour. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but there are some points that we're gonna touch on. Okay, so I think that Keke is crazy. That's confirmed. We're not arguing about that part. That's confirmed. But I don't like the way he's going about this. I feel like he's going about it in a very messy way, and I just don't like it. Drip, what do you think?
I mean, I kind of agree with you on that about like I feel like there's an element. Okay, let's say she is crazy, which we ain't gonna deny. I'm agreeing with you. I just feel like there's a piece of him who's a bit like that. He may not be fully like that though. Like there's a little bit, like he has a little bit of that in him.
He has to if he was dealing with her.
No, that's what I'm saying though. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So probably though, whatever he put out is what he got back. So maybe whatever he was putting out is the reason he got her, and vice versa.
Exactly. So let me play a little bit of this video. We're gonna see what we gotta say.
Hey, you guys. I'm sorry I had to come back on here because the video ended and I accidentally cut it off. And but I wanted to come back on here and finish what I was saying. And so I want to tell you guys that I haven't been able to see my children for over a year. I was only able to see my son. I left again, as I was stating in my testimony. I left in November the 4th, 2023, November the 4th or so, 2023. And I did not see my son, Keke, until the end of June, which was the divorce court for me and Keke Wyatt, where we would have the divorce finalized. And I wasn't able to talk to him and see my kids. It was impossible for me to call her because I refused contact with her because of the maniac, her maniac ways, the demonic, the belittling, the verbal abuse. That's done for life, as I stated. And so at this particular time, I wasn't able to talk to them anyway because her and her cousin were living together. Call it allegedly or whatever you want to say. November the 3rd, I'm sorry, the 4th or so after I left, 3 weeks later, Larry was living there.
Okay, you see the paper that he has. It says we are starting a church, and it's Keke Wyatt and the cousin. He is alleging that Keke Wyatt was sleeping with her cousin and cheating on him. Some big allegations here. Some big allegations.
In the house, she had moved Larry in, which is her cousin, Larry Weathers. And he was married, still married to his wife, Ebony Weathers. That's these guys. Okay. And I'll put that picture back up here in a minute. But forgive me, my camera is over here. So if I'm looking over here, it's just better for me. The way I have my camera, you got a bigger picture, but I'm looking at myself. But the camera's over here, so don't pay any attention to that. So anyway, I was not able to, when I left and I had to leave for the last time, as I expressed, my oldest son was bumping into me. She had confronted my oldest son. I was the stepfather, his stepfather, for stealing her money. And he had been taking out over $100 a day, and she allowed it to go on for about 7 days. And so he had racked up over $1,000 he had taken from her out of the ATM. He was taking $100 out of the ATM, plus him and his girlfriend Takaya were spending $250 to $300 every other day.
So not only is he doing a tell-all, he is naming names in this story. He done put the kids in there. He done put Keke in there. He done put the girlfriends. If this ain't messy, I don't know what is.
I thought she was messy, but I feel like he's more than that, though. I can see why, in some way, they attracted each other because they the same.
Exactly, Drew. They are the same. This
Wait, so
is like
sorry, I was gonna say this and then I let you speak. I was gonna say, so basically they're the same. That's why basically they canceled each other out, and that's why it didn't work because they're the same and they canceled each other out, right?
Yes, they did. And the lady just came with some more tea. Um, they canceled each other out. They're the same, so they weren't gonna work. But he is being real messy about this, and um, I think it's unfortunate when you're with somebody and you guys go to break up, then it gets like this messy. This is really messy. They got Tasha K, they got the tabloids in here. They talking about babies, and then we gotta keep in mind there is kids involved in this whole situation.
Wait, actually, though, you know what? I was gonna say this. Do you actually feel this though? Who knows? Maybe he was totally different before he met her and before they got together. Maybe when they actually got together, something with him changed because you know they so tied together. So when you marry and when you do the act and stuff, I ain't changing nothing. That's just how it is. Your soul's basic. It's like a soul tie or a soul bond, basically in a way. So maybe when they so tied together, something within him changed. Because I'm not excusing him. He's wrong, but at the same time, she's wrong too. I'm just saying something within him changed when, they were together. That's what I'm trying to feel like.
I feel like everyone is wrong in this situation but the kids. And for the adults to be
Yeah,
handled this way
I
is
agree
really
with you. I agree with you. I'm not gonna deny what you're saying. I'm just saying, do you actually feel that basically like who knows? I'm not saying we don't know him like that. Who knows? He could have been totally different before all of that. You know, before all of that, before he met her, before they got together. I'm not excusing him. I'm just trying to understand now.
Yes, and I do agree that sometimes when you get in a relationship with someone, you will take on their mannerisms, or if they have like whatever they do, you kind of a little piece of it will go onto you. I don't know if he was not messy before or messy after. I'm not really too sure. But the video quote says Keke Wyatt sleeping with her cousin while still married after
Yeah.
Zakaria David left. This is Zakaria David giving his tell all, and he is telling everything.
I'm gonna say this, who knows? He could have just been like that though before he met her, but the moment
Yeah,
that like, when they got together, maybe something within him changed and he became more and more like that though. Like probably like
that is
he was
very true.
so who knows? He could have just had what he had. It was probably him. He's probably him now. It's basically him before but times 10.
Yes, and like I said, this video was posted 3 weeks ago. So that tells you guys, Foodie Gang, that this situation is still ongoing. And this is a very current situation. And the reason why we brought this up and we're talking about this is because Keke Wyatt was at Angie Stone's funeral breaking it down, which prompted us to go into Keke Wyatt's background. And shout out to Angela for sending me this clip. I had no idea. I thought she was still married to
Wow.
Michael Jarr. I didn't know about this husband.
Wow. I was gonna tell you this as well. Lady said this though, possible in good point, bravo. I changed and rechanged back after a little therapy before being around toxic. So a good point. I can see where she coming from though.
Yes, that's a good point. You want to read this one too, Drip?
Okay, I think he wants to expose her and punish her for the way he felt wrong in their marriage.
I
Mm,
I don't blame him for wanting some get back, but I think about the children in this situation and the fact that they can go pull up his video and watch it. And she has 11 kids. So they're all different ages. So I'm thinking about the children in this situation, and everyone's gonna do their get back how they want to do it. But y'all know how I feel about kids and how I'll be acting when I get on YouTube. You'll never see me do a hotel on somebody. That's not the type of character I have. But you know what? Do you, bro? Do you? We're here to watch it. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you though about the children though. Because, like, I don't know, I was gonna probably say though, the kids probably have like a bit of essence of both parents in them because technically though, that's just what we are. We're technically like a bit of the essence of both parents inside, but then at the same time with our own thing at the same time. So maybe that's why I feel you on that. I can agree with you, about the kids thing, no, because, little bit of him and her is in them though. And I'm not, you know what I mean? You know where I'm coming from in a different aspect though.
And Drip, you bring up a good point because I'm gonna play a little bit of this video and I'm gonna skip to 35 minutes where he actually talks about the kids. So thank you, Drip, for bringing up that point. We're gonna get back into this video.
The expenses were every other day was like $300, $250 was racking up every 2 days of them going out to eat, going to different places to fun places and stuff, and ordering stuff off Amazon. My second oldest son, again, was the stepfather. That's why I'm talking like this. He had recently, I don't know, 5 or 6 months prior, put the card, his mother's debit card, Kiki's debit card, on his older brother's phone. Raja has had her debit card since he was 14 years old. She allowed him when Michael Jamar, her ex-husband, left. Raja, she got him a card from the bank, another debit card, his own card, and at 14 had him paying the rent, the lease, the mortgage, or whatever, the house, and paying bills. And so he would take her car and he'd buy and do whatever he wanted to. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. He ate whatever he wanted to eat. Steak, lobster, shrimp. It don't matter what. He got whatever he wanted. And in my time being there over 5.5 years, it's sometimes 5 and 6 boxes coming every day. Sometimes it was 2, but it was something coming almost every day from Amazon. It seemed like, from Raja, with her money. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She allowed it.
So he's saying that Keke allowed this, but you remember what Keke said in that video that I played y'all earlier, where how
Yeah.
he was the stay-at-home dad. I don't really think that Keke ever really thought too highly of this man, in my opinion, just because the way she was talking about him.
Mm, I probably agree with you, but do you also think it's probably the same thing with him as well? He didn't think too highly of her, and she feels the same way. Do you think, probably, I'm gonna ask this, do you think, in your opinion, it's like a both type of thing, though? Both did not, see each other highly, and that's why they were like that. I'm just asking on both of them, though. I get when you're saying that individually,
I
that's
do.
different.
I do think that they didn't think too highly of each other, especially after it sounds like towards the end of it, it was very bitter, very toxic. And that's when they started really thinking low of each other. But I think that he didn't really think too high of her as a mother, and she didn't really think much of him as a husband. He was a stay-at-home dad. But a stay-at-home dad is not bad, but just the way she said it. I don't think
Mm,
they thought too much of each other.
yeah, I get you on that though.
I'm gonna play this part where he talks a little bit more about the kids, and this is a whole hour. If you guys want to go check it out, I will drop the link for this video.
Let's get back to this. So that was the day, the whole reason for me, and I done took a half an hour explaining it. The whole reason for me leaving the first time. And guess what? So when he bumped into me, I started cussing. Back to my son.
Let me
Bumping
go
into
back
me.
a little bit. Let me go. I went too far. It's 34. Okay, here we go.
Listen, he broke her nose. He got the better of her, and he beat her up. And guess what happened? She was on the bus.
Hold on. Let me go back. Even more.
Wow.
I'm a dummy.
What?
No, no. So I told him that, and his feelings got hurt. Okay. And so, anyway, that's the reason why he bumped into me the last time that I had to leave. That's the reason why he was bumping into me. Okay. Because he was had told me when I had came back even from my sister's house in front of his mother, he went to go sit. He didn't even know it, but I was inviting him out for breakfast. I was knocked on his window one day. Uh, it was early in the morning, and he was taking the kids to school. And I knocked on his window. I came all around the house, and it scared him. And I was invited. Can I take you to breakfast? And he didn't even know because I was going to confront him away from his mother and son. We would have seen how bad you really were. Okay, but God don't want that. God didn't call me. I'm not. I wasn't allowed to be a daddy anyway. Okay, I was raised up. The children get their teeth knocked out of their mouth for the way I've seen these kids disrespect their parents and me and stuff like that. Listen, I'm never violent to the children, any of that. I kissed her behind. I was
Ooh, so he's saying as a stepfather, which the stepdaddies and stepfathers getting a lot of heat right now on YouTube. He's saying as a stepfather, he was never allowed to actually be a father because the way that these kids was disrespecting her and him, he's saying he couldn't do anything about it. Angela said he knew Kiki's reputation from the reality show and other rumors, but he still married her. By the way, Angela, we don't really feel that bad for you, Zakaria, but we get it. But we give
Mm-hmm.
him the seed.
Wow, I kind of agree with you, but can you actually, like what I was saying, I literally tapped that in. Wallahi, I'm starting to feel that energy he's starting to feel, Like, that type of vibe slash energy you get from him. Don't you feel like you're starting to feel that yourself? Because I'm starting to feel that. That's why I'm starting to pray.
I'm not well, okay, so I've been around worse energy than this, Rip.
No,
I've
no,
seen some
I
stuff.
do.
I've been in some arguments in real life, so I know that when I turn this off, I'm gonna be fine. But I get what you're saying, and sometimes families do be this toxic, though.
Okay, I get you. I'm not saying it's affecting me and I'm gonna start acting like that or anything like that. What I mean though, I'm starting to feel that back on me. You know what I mean though?
Yeah.
Starting to feel that here. I'm not saying though it's gonna do anything to me. I'm not trying to let it do anything to me. I agree with you. I'm just saying, kind of gives you that type, like that type of vibe he gives off. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I know you've been around the person. What you mentioned, I
Yeah.
agree with you though, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But let's get back into this and let's see what else he is going to say about the children. And I'm playing this part because we were talking about the kids.
always kissing her
Mhm.
behind, and it was sincere. I loved him. I was trying to teach him, that you're going to cease to exist if you get out here in the real world and you keep doing this. Somebody's gonna get you. My younger daughter, Mimi, she's trying to fight people, grown women, 45-year-old black women at the mall. Talking about she gonna beat the A and all, not knowing if that woman got a beat her up, got a knife in her purse, or let alone a firearm. And then I have to get a call about my younger daughter not there, not ceased to exist. Okay. Well, shortly after she had whooped a bean and then he fell on her and was holding her down, she was stomping the mess, kicking him, whatever. And Kiki had pulled a gun on. A couple years later, she was spitting in Kimar, my younger son. He recorded the video. She was spitting in this boy's face. Kimar sent the video to me. He showed me. I had it on my phone. I ain't really, I kind of hinted at it, but I told him I saw the video. I had it on my phone where she's spitting in this boy's face on the bus, calling him all type of bitchs and all this stuff, spitting, flying in his face. Well, he walked away from he walked away from, and something she kept going on with it or whatever, bullying him, and somehow or another he he ended up turning around her talking about he's scared and this and that. Anyway, he ended up beating her up. Listen, he broke her nose, he got the better of her, and he beat her up. And guess what happened? She was on the bus, unconscious, and we got a call. We were out of town for one of Kiki's shows. She was unconscious, not breathing. And Kiki's running around the hotel. She had a show. This is before a show, about to lose her mind, and calling Andre and all this on the phone, and everybody praying and everything and all this. Y'all, I'm very embarrassed having to tell all of this. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. I said, God, why'd you do this to me? I believe this was this young lady's last chance. But let's get back to this.
What? So one thing, okay, so did Kiki's kid beat the other kid up or get beat up? And Angela said those kids sound wild, like they have no home training or bad home training. Well, Kiki sounds like she be on the road a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, this is some tea right here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. What you got to say, Drew?
I'm just saying, wow, man. I mean, probably, I guess, where they're learning it from is, where they're learning it from. Wait, do you think they're also learning some of that from him? Not just her, but also him too. Like, do you think, like, the way he behaves too, they kind of learn from him as well?
Oh, I definitely do. And I think that you're putting all of this on Kiki, but you've been there for the last 5 years. Nothing was your fault. You didn't do nothing. You don't got no hand in raising your kids or raising these kids. So you were just there, taking up space, breathing.
Mm, yeah, I agree with you. That's why I said though that he's got a role in it too, because he could have just basically corrected all of that, but he didn't though. That's why I said it's not just her only, it's him too, because he had a hand in it too. It's not just her kids only, it's his kids too, you know?
Yes, he needs to take some accountability somewhere. There is no way that you fall out with a person and 100% of it is that person's fault. You're not even going to take 10%. You're not going to take 20%, 30% for at least even dealing with them. Like everything is her fault, but you knew about her history before you got involved with her. But you are supposed to be the victim. The only victim in life, I feel, are children, because children are little, they're learning. All these grown people, they are not victims. They need to take accountability for their actions and move on with their life. Stop
Mhm.
blaming everybody.
Right, I agree with you. I agree with you. Wait, so is it like basically if it happens let's say when it happens the first time, it's kind of like a bit of the victim. But when you keep doing it again and again and again and again, then yes.
Yeah, you need to take some accountability because ain't no way.
Mm,
Ain't no way that she did it all and it's all her fault and all that stuff. Like that's
mm.
crazy. Take some accountability.
Yeah,
And
but it's
he
not just accountability, it's self reflection and awareness. He's not really self aware of his own actions, or even if he is self aware, he did not self reflect. Like, okay, she like 100% is her fault and he had nothing. But if he actually self reflected, yes, it's her fault, but at the same time, it's your fault too, because you had a hand in it too. You could have fixed everything, but man did nothing.
and then if you see that her kids are bad and they don't got no home training, why would you then go have more kids with her?
Because he saw money. He wanted money.
And that's where the accountability is lacking. is that you were just this victim that was there. Well, why were you there? You were there for the clout, for the money. And lady brought it up earlier when she brought it up earlier. She said clout. Yeah. And then you're talking some I don't want to do this tell all, but I have to. Why do people feel like they owe it to social media to come out and tell us all their business? I never understood that.
Well, I guess it's also because deep down inside, there's some bits and pieces of your they couldn't tell the person or they didn't know how to tell the person. They feel like they gotta express it some other way. That's why I kind of said before yesterday that sometimes it's more easier to say what you really want to say, what you really think, or you know, on here than basically in person. You can do that in person, but on here it's different though. Because, it just removes that factor in your brain where basically, just basically unlocks that part of your brain where you just basically say whatever you want to say and you don't care. Not
Yeah,
everybody. Some people, not everybody though. I'm not gonna put everyone in a box. Nah, man, I'm not saying that because you get some people though who basically, they know what they have to do and they won't say everything here. That's just, I'm not saying people like us. I'm not saying that though. You know what I mean? I'm talking about people like him because I gotta clear that up. You know
yeah,
how some people take stuff out of context? So yeah, I gotta clear it up.
yeah, I do agree with you. I feel like people feel like they can speak freely on here, but when you bring your issues to social media, it becomes very messy. And now it puts us all in your business. And
Mhm.
we don't necessarily need to be in your business because it's not our business, especially when it's involving children.
Mhm.
So yesterday, I went live and we had a potluck style Sunday dinner. During that live stream, I did get two sponsors. So I'm gonna play the money video two times in a row for yesterday. So Drip, don't go nowhere. Let's get to the money video. Get that pulled up. Foodie gang gang gang. Foodie gang gang gang. Let me play more. Foodie gang gang gang. Foodie gang gang gang. Foodie gang gang gang. Okay. There is a lot with this story. I think that we are going to do a part two because I got to run. I got to go do my mommy duties. When we do part two, it may be later today or it may be tomorrow. We're going to do part two and I'm going to play the video that lady sent me off of Instagram and I'm also going to do some more research. But this is a really great conversation and we're going to continue this for the part two.
Okay, no problem. I mean, that's a good conversation. I agree with you on that. I guess the only thing I can do before we go is I just tell people about me for now and then we can go, I guess.
Yeah, let me read Andrew's comment before you tell us about yourself. Andrew said one of the male panelists on No Captivity said the terrible women good. Oh, the terrible women have good pee. Okay, maybe that was what they meant. Okay, Drip, tell us where we can find you. Tell us about your YouTube channel.
Okay, so basically my YouTube channel's name is Young Red, aka the Drip King. That's the full name. And basically on what I do, I'm basically on many different socials, but I do mostly, I'm on here on YT and I'm on TikTok as well. So I do TikTok too as well. So if you actually enjoy the music related content I do here, you can also follow the same thing on TikTok as well.
Yes, great YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Drip, for coming up today. Like I said, we're gonna do part 2 of this story with Keke Wyatt because there's a lot of twists and turns. I'm gonna play the video lady sent me. I might come back later on today and do a live, or I might do it tomorrow morning. But make sure that you have those notifications turned on so that when I do go live, you get notified.
Mm,
Um Shout out to everybody that joined the panel. We had Keke, my sister Keke, we had Lady, we got the Drip King that joined the panel. Um, yeah, great conversation. I hope everybody learned something. And one thing that me and Drip were talking about were the children. I do feel like people forget about the children a lot and they get so caught up into the adults arguing. And it's about the kids.
mhm. Yeah, I agree with you, because to me, it's not just the kids only. It's basically the soul ties as well. So when you're saying the both, is what I mean. No? When you're saying he lacks self, accountability, I kind of agree with you on that. I also feel like this as well. He made those choices as well, and he's responsible for himself and also the soul ties as well, because he's the one who basically decided not just to marry her, but also to soul tie that as well. So basically transferring a bit of him and her in each other, I guess. And I ain't shaming that though, man. That's just honesty.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are lacking accountability in today's society. We're hearing a lot of blame, but where's the accountability? And we all need to have some. But we're gonna talk about it some more in part 2.
Alright.
Y'all stay tuned for that. I'm gonna drop you up out of here, Drip. I'm gonna hit y'all with the outro video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Oh, Drip dropped out of here. Okay, you guys, time for tea. Let me play the little tea video.
Please hold for a very important message.
Okay, so there y'all have it. Time for tea at 907 Giddies. Great show today. Great conversation. Shout out to everyone that joined the panel. We had Keke, we had the Drip King, and we had Lady. I will see you guys in the next one. I'll try to do another live today, or I might be back in the morning. But we are definitely going to do a part 2 because Sicario was making some claims in there that we got to talk about. And thank you so much, lady. Leave a comment in comments. Please show some love to Chef Big Bang. Share your perspective so she read the feedbacks. Yes, and I do reply to the comments. Also, if you are on Facebook, join my food group. Check out some of our other content. We're normally in the kitchen or we're having time for tea. But I will see you guys in the next one. I am your host, and you're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. Time for tea. I see you on the next one.
Foodiegang, gang, gang. Foodiegang, gang, gang.
This is Chef Big Bang. Thank you so much for watching at 907 Good Eats. Make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'm out.